the right. Monica, no justice by your side. Here we go, here we go. Welcome to the show, you know. Monica, no justice in the mix. Bring it truth with no tricks. No, here we go. Go to the show, you know. Monica, no justice in the mix. Bring it truth with no tricks. Saturdays are day to shine. Focus on books and storylines. Bring drama commentary. Keeping it real, never scary. Oh, just a strong man with the stone. Can't box, can't miss those. Your mind, let the truth be told. From the kids of big to the roll. Being violence a legal scene. Breaking down what justice means. Analyzing that what we find. All in the mind online. Gather round and see. Just unbelief. Look at faces join around. Like on justice by your side. Just drop it when it's done. Can't watch, can't miss them. In mind, let the truth be told. From the kick the big to the bone. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Welcome to the show, you know. Monica, justice in the mix. Bring it truth with no tricks. Mama Mo, here we go. Welcome to the show, you know. Monica, Mo, justice in the mix. Bring it truth with no tricks. Saturdays are day to shine. Focus on books and storylines. Courtroom drama commentary. Keeping it real, never scary. More justice, dropping wisdom. Weekend vibes, you can't miss them. Open your mind, let the truth be told. From the cases big to the bold. Deep dive into legal scenes. Breaking down what justice means. Analyzing every clue we find. No stone left unturned, no mind left blind. Gather round, it's time to see. Justice served thoughtfully. Books and cases join the ride. Monica, more justice by your side. Oh, justice dropping wisdom. Weekend vibes, you can't miss them. Open your mind, let the truth be told. From the cases big to the bold. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Welcome to the show, you know. Monica, Mo, justice in the mix. Bring your truth with no tricks. Mama Mo, here we go. Welcome to the show, you know. Monica, Mo, justice in the mix. Bring your truth with no tricks. Saturdays are day to shine. Focus on books and storylines. Courtroom drama commentary. Keeping it real, never scary. More justice, dropping wisdom. Weekend vibes, you can't miss them. Open your mind, let the truth be told. From the cases big to the bold. Deep dive into legal scenes. Breaking down what justice means. Analyzing every clue we find. No stone left unturned, no mind left blind. Gather round, it's time to see. Justice served thoughtfully. Books and cases join the ride. Monica, more justice by your side. Oh, justice dropping wisdom. Weekend vibes, you can't miss them.
I said, what's goody? Stop the madness. All right. All right. I just um I'm doing the Mo moment around here. Cause I'm looking old, like I'm about to die any minute now. Do you have sound now though, Karen? Cause I had it on mute. Okay. You seen the thumbnail. Let's go. I turned this into a worship because worship is a Momomo production. Yeah. Worship is a Momomo production. Okay. See, I don't like that whatever this thing is. Let me see something. Can I edit it? See, I don't like so I'm streaming on the vertical app, but I don't think the vertical app got the full experience. Let me see from my phone. All right. I'm going to start this because I definitely have it scripted. I definitely have it scripted because I want to say all the things I want to say. Yes, you are in big trouble with me, but I'm going to try to do this in a mature way and as respectful as possible because um I think the Monica Mo Justice brand has been compromised to a level that I gotta come out here and have a meeting of the minds with everyone. Um, a meeting of the minds with everyone. So I'm gonna try to just take this. I'd appreciate, I put the link out there, but I appreciate if people let me get through my thoughts before popping on the link or anything because I don't want to be rude to nobody, but I'm opening this up as a worship so I can have engagement. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say what's on my heart first and foremost. And then, I'm always very fair to everyone. And I feel like sometimes people take your fairness as a weakness. And one thing I am not is I'm not no weak MFer. All right. Let me go get my crochet project because I think these are the only days that crocheting really keeps me calm, especially when I be seeing some of the transgressions against me. Um, yeah, I don't like that vertical app. I don't like how I don't like how it's setting up. Um, John, that's how you were supposed to feel. You were supposed to leave out of the conversation just as you must have under the impression that everything that I was good because it would not be right for me to be in somebody else's house carrying on and acting a fool. I can always go back home and say what I want to say at home. I don't have to be on nobody else's platform cutting up and acting crazy. So I'm going to go through everything that I wanted to say first and foremost. Number one, worship belongs to Monica Mo Justice. I didn't play nothing. I didn't steal it from anybody. If you can find anything else on this internet that had it before me or got a rendition of it that you want to share with me to point me in that direction, but this is my intellectual property. John, you used it the other day, and I got this other heifer over there in Louisiana using it whenever the fuck she feels like it. She got a new series. She got a this series, right? At the end of the day, using my product, my intellectual product, in the fashion that it is being used, lets you know I got a super fan out there. When you gotta steal somebody else's intellectual property, this is something I thought of, right? When you gotta steal it to make live streams of your own underneath it, bitch, give me my credit for it. It's not your original fucking thought. Period. If I came out there and I said, you used it initially, the first time John, don't distract me, not now. Let me finish with the bitch, okay? You used it the other day. So this is John. You used it the other day. You used it when you got mad at me initially. Now, maybe you used it some other time and maybe I didn't feel offended by the usage. But when you see somebody clipping it, like you see this woman over there doing that, it's not fair game. Listen, I could play by any motherfucking rules that's set out there. Whenever I go into any freaking territory and they got rules, I play by the rules that are established. So if Louisiana Purchase, which is lovely, wants to use my shit, accredit me, bitch. It's mine. I ain't never come over there. I didn't steal y'all view. I actually found something to say about it, and I'll have to look back in my notes to see what I said about the view when y'all didn't even come up with the view. The View is a national wide publication. It wasn't even original to y'all, but it was original to the thought on this platform. So let's just keep it real. Like you wasn't even like you ain't been true to nothing. But is it under my skin? Nah. But if I fail to point it out, people think they could just keep doing shit. If we was on the street and somebody stole, let's suppose worship was a sign on my front door. And you just came by and swiped it and picked it up and put it on your front door. You know, like that picture you got in the background behind you that Karen got the same one in her office that you got now in your office. Like, doesn't anybody, when y'all be talking and calling and accusing people of being stalkers, do y'all not look at the behavior that other people engage in on here? So back to my example about stealing something off my front porch and then putting it on your front porch. I'd have came over there, smacked the shit out of you. I would have been scrambling with you and I would have snatched my shit back. On the internet, I can't smack the shit out of nobody. I can't snatch back anything. I'm not going to sit here and try to go through YouTube wars with it, but I am going to make my shit well known. But at the end of the day, every time she uses worship over there, she's stolen that from Monica. Mo Justice. It's not an original thought of her very own or anything. She's just biting. So when you hear somebody always over there talking about people fucking with her, these are the incidentals that she's fucking with other people. Now, John Frank, you done the same thing. And some of your behaviors are similar to her, knowingly or unknowingly. So now I'm putting the whole fucking campus on notice. Worship, everyone knows I created it. So when I let one person steal it, use it, or whatever, without saying anything about it, I'm letting everybody walk and stomp all over me. So when you write in the chat, how would I know if I used it 1,000,000 times? But ask yourself, when was the first time you used it and what was the circumstance you used it under? Just ask yourself that. So if I kiki and ha ha with you, this is the shit that comes out of it. But that's a lesson to myself. That's a straight up lesson to myself. Okay, that takes it on worship. So I made a whole new thumbnail to indicate that the worship is in its original format and it's in its original place. And I don't have to go through anything to explain it to that lovely account over there in Louisiana, Purchase, because she was not part of my beginnings. It's just that simple. She was not here when I was created. She may or may not have been watching my content, but every time she uses it, it is something geared at me. It's a direct hit to me. Well, maybe we call that an indirect hit. But whatever it is, we all know where it comes from. Now, I'm not going to be fighting over the usage of worship, but I do know it's mine and everybody else knows it's mine. And they know now that every time somebody else uses it, it's because they are my super fan. And that's it. And normally you're supposed to be feeling like complimented that somebody stole your shit and wanted to use your shit up here. That's what you're supposed to be. I'm not really necessarily saying that's what I feel. Now, yesterday and all these other days, lately, I've been on Sakina's platform because I found it a place I could go. I may not be hanging out there too much longer because I don't like my character attacked outside of home. So I'm going to say that again. I don't like my character attacked outside of home. And when people get to see the lighter side of you, you know, the Monica that's laughing and shit, the down home, you know, Mo from, what is it? I'm just Jen from the block. So I'm just Mo on the block. I see the people in the chat. They're like, yo, I didn't even know Monica was that funny. And then I see like people telling them, yo, you don't know her. Like Coleman's like, man, we been told y'all this. This why we been hanging out with Mo. Like y'all just don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Only thing I care about on this world, and this in this world, so that includes this free app, is my respect. I don't like being disrespected. It don't wear well with me. Now, unbeknownst to John Frank, yes, this morning he was pushing all of my buttons. All of them. Every last one of them. Unnecessarily, maybe by the way he came in the chat, unknowingly. But I don't really think that way because I got questions, John. I got questions. Karen's been in my ear since this whole thing started with this boycott. And I almost asked you the question the second time last night, and I said, I'm just going to leave it alone. But the optics are not good. But I hear you. I hear you. All we got at the end of the day, all you got, you can die tomorrow. And all you're going to have is your name. I was listening to Unc Fed, and I was listening to the Reckless video from last night, the one that's like 2 hours long with the title. Let me get you the title. And another thing, John, I don't like misinformation. I don't like sitting on panels, and I don't like not dealing with the actual facts. And I got now stuff on my channel when I'm sitting on a panel talking to you that don't have actual facts in it, that I got to clean it up. This is the time. Go look, Mo, go look at the video. I don't want to give you no misinformation because the last time you said I gave you misinformation, right? So you already know this. Then I go in and I check video and I find out that did not exactly do what you said. And then because you said it on my panel, as he was reviewing the video, he had to keep pointing that out. That's not what he said. That's not what was meant, etc., etc. It just adds too much extra stuff in the fray. And that's when was reviewing Joy's video. So I was like, oh, okay. All right. So when I'm listening to go through Joy's video, I was like, okay, listen, don't get upset, Monica. Hold it, because you and John Frank was on that panel, and that's what y'all said. So he's just clarifying it or whatever. So I realized, John Frank, that some of you, John Franks, the Louisiana Purchase, the reckless accounts, the Myron Maxfields, right? Myron account. You guys are professional what? Professional instigators. And y'all do it so naturally. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of Troll Gate or any other gate. I sat up there and I said, I don't even really want to go here. And I got my reasons that I don't really want to go here. Well, you have no clue. Have a seat in the lounge and listen up. And then you will understand what I'm saying if you just listen. Take the time to listen. When I say y'all are professional instigators, I'm saying it with the abundance of observance. I have observed you do these things. No, I'm not all over. All right. I'm not all over the place. You guys are professional instigators. Y'all start up conversations, instigating stuff. And then when the things don't go your way, y'all moved the narrative another way. So, John Frank, this is what happened. Sometime in the summer, you launched a campaign against um Louisiana Purchase over there. And when you launched that campaign, you expected everybody to sign on to the campaign, and they did for a time being. And then they reneged on the campaign and they went back over there, and your world went topsy turvy. And that brought us to all the events that happened earlier in this month with you, Miss Tawana, sitting up here and me looking through videos that weren't really videos. Then you came back through here, John, and you said to me, Monica, as Karen and I was reviewing videos, you said, Monica, I knew that was not the video that you should have been looking at. And I said to myself, Self, if he knew that those videos were not relevant to the discussion, why did he let those videos go forward? He came up here several times and said, no, those are not the videos. He could have said, no, those are not the videos. But he said, I'd like you to take a look at this. Then Miss Tawana said, no, I'll take it back to my platform. But then that never happened. And I was like, well, why didn't that happen? So it's those little things that add up. Last night on Sakina's panel, you taunted John Frank. You said you wanted to be part of the KMJ. And you said the K was in the room, and let me find what you said, because this is not what happened. And I said to you, well, I was asleep and I just got up. That just don't sound right. I wanted to deck the conversation. And you just continued and you continued and you continued with it. Now I can't shut another person up, but I definitely said that's not gonna happen. Let me come over here. I do smell. I wasn't planning to play Sakina's video. I don't like to be renting into people's stuff. I don't mind helping out when a help out is needed, but I don't like to be part of a whole bunch of stuff. Grand Rising. Sakina and Roselle been playing well over a year. Nice try. All right, I don't know what that's about. I don't know them peoples, but I'm definitely going over here to look in her her wall. Kiss who? This is the one. All right, I'm not going to be able to stream this and deal with the view from the room. So I'm gonna ask politely. Stay inside. Everyone stay out my chat if you're not going to add value to the conversation. Remain in the lounge. Okay. There's a few things, but I'll come back to it when I get to the points that are relevant to me. Who's this? I didn't even see this part this far into the video. Okay, I didn't see this far into the video. Hey, Sakina. I'm playing your video. I'm playing the part from where I was on there. Let me know if there's an issue. Who is that? All right, let me just start from
16, I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck is Michael to this day. So hey, it is what it is. He ain't got to tell me, you know. So
he was on.
She helped
I
build
don't
the person he
listen.
is.
Again,
If he
I
was who
liked
he
him. I
is,
liked him
a
the
lot of
first
men are
term.
who they are
First
without their
term,
wife.
I was okay with him. Second term, I don't give a fuck.
You hear that sound? That's the sound when I came in, because I was just on my way to the truth, which is to the bathroom. But I was on my way to the truth, and I saw that you was live, and I said, "Oh my God, it sounds horrible." So this was the sound, and all I intended to do was deal with that sound.
Fuck about him.
But why? Can I ask you why? Or you don't
I
want to
have
talk
my
about it?
reasons.
You hear that sound? That's the sound that I was hearing. So when people say it's not in the playback and stuff like that, it is in the playback.
I have my
Do you want,
reasons.
wait, Sakina, do you want to change subject or do you want to talk about it?
No, I'd rather change. I've been wanting to change this subject.
My bad, my bad. I should have respected that. I didn't catch.
Very interesting. I don't know what subject y'all wanted to change, but John Frank, do you hear yourself? My bad. I should have caught that. These are just examples. I'm pointing out to you only examples.
That, but I did catch it.
Yeah,
So
you
we,
just sauced up, so you
yeah,
dropped
but
it.
I'm not that sauced up. If I was
You
that
dropped
sauced up,
it.
when I kept talking about it, I
You
dropped it.
dropped
I'm
it.
trying. Listen, you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to learn
Mhm.
how to be on people's panels without arguing with them. You feel me? Like me and you shouldn't have to, you know how I always came on before and we always ended up arguing? We gonna
But
end
I
this
don't
live.
feel as though that I don't feel as
We
though
gonna
that
end
we
this live
arguing though
without.
either.
No, we haven't. We haven't. Like no, I'm talking about from the past. From the past. So
Fuck the past.
haven't we got way better with the way we deal each
Fuck the
other,
past. The
even with the
past is the
talking.
past. We good right
So
now. We good.
yeah, we learned how to do the talking thing because we used
Fuck
to
the
talk over each
past.
other like a motherfucker. Both of
I don't
us.
give a fuck about the past. Fuck the
The light up.
past. It makes me laugh. Sticks 2 quarters in it, call it 50 cents. Psych. I should have got some incense. I love my
Yo, when
incense.
you gonna come to New York so I could put you on with this good weed?
Yo, I showed that to my peoples.
What?
I'm
The
about to
flip
put
side
you
of
the
that.
fuck off my panel.
Nah. Let me
That
tell
might
you
have
the
been
flip
my
side of that.
brother or
No,
some
let me
motherfucking
tell you
shit that
why.
came out.
All right. I know there's some talk
Wait, unmute
about
yourself.
punching drug dealers and stuff. I don't want to have that up here, but
I need.
I need.
Yeah, yeah. When
Yeah.
you
When you
unmute, I'm
unmute,
echoing.
I'm echoing. So we. Mm.
You just need
You
to
just need
drop
to
and
drop. So we did some sound checks around here.
and I'm not trying to provoke. So I don't think it could be something unless something really makes her mad. Type shit.
All right. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good conversation considering everything. What was it?
Well,
I'll
she was
go
in the
back and
chat.
listen
She didn't
to
talk
it.
to us.
All
She
right. So this is thing number one. Let me just go back.
gonna get Monica's to fix. Monica, unmute. See if Sakina sound good with yours. Let's see if it's just me.
All right. Let
Talk,
me
Sakina.
say something.
Sakina,
Is it
talk real
a,
quick when Monica unmute.
who, me? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Monica got
want
to
me to
unmute
go?
for you to talk.
You want me to go on mute? Hold on.
No, 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 no. You need to talk when Monica unmutes, just to
Okay.
check if it's Monica. Monica, can
Okay.
you unmute real quick?
I don't think she got it together yet.
No, I do have it, but
Now talk,
it just
Sakina.
sounded.
Yeah,
Oh, we
Monica
good. You
don't
fixed
sound
it.
bad. Yeah, no,
No, it's good
she
now.
don't sound.
I don't
She
know
don't
what
sound
she
good.
did, but she lowered it by 1 million, so I don't even hear it no more. Yeah, it's perfect. Whatever you did,
And I want y'all to
Welcome.
know that maybe it's also that sound because I caught a mad headache. This is why I don't like using StreamYard. Listening to this, it fucks with my whole inside, to be honest.
well, you
Mo,
muted
how
right
you
now,
doing
so I don't know.
today?
Unmute real quick, Monica. See if you fixed it.
I,
Hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
I
fixed, Monica.
did.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
How you did that? Teach Sakina how to do that.
Do what?
I
Whatever
didn't
she
do
just did to fix the
nothing.
echo. You fixed the echo without jumping off.
No, I
Uh,
did. I had another. What's the name open too?
oh, you had something else because it sounded
Yeah,
like woo, 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 woo. It
yeah.
sounded
I'm
like
on the phone. Good
oh,
night,
I'm
Uh,
about
Mr.
to.
One. Mr. One. Yeah, I was. I'm on the phone, so I didn't close the other thing out.
yo,
So
Mo,
how are
breaking
you
down.
today?
Sakina got accused of working for the KMJ, right? So she got mad about that. Cool. But what I took from the conversation was I think people want to be part of the KMJ. I don't know if there's applications out there, but there's people they want to add the S. I want to tell I don't know if I could temporarily be the J until the J comes back.
No, you cannot temporarily be the J until the J comes back. And we should not have this conversation anymore. Worldwide on this internet, the K, the M, and the J were all their own entities. I'm going to say it again in this video, but now I'm saying it front and center on the live stream. It was a wonderful coordination of platforms at the time. The K, the M, and the J. We pulled off some shit that never been seen before that I'm aware of people linking up in the beginning of 2023. And by the time we got to August of 2023, with 1 month of planning, pulling it off and pulling down, going across. Because I went from the West Coast I went from the East Coast to the West Coast. Karen went from her location to the West Coast and we all met up there and I got to meet people I wanted to meet. It was a wonderful event that we were able to pull off. Stop trying to meddle in the relationships. The relationships of KMJ really all center around Monica having a relationship with Joy, Karen having a relationship with Monica. We're just on that level. That's it. That's everything. In an ideal world, I would like to have seen that last forever. But anybody out here knows how that story came to an end. So to want to supplement and implement and put yourself in there, that is not what we should be doing. If you see something on here and you want to make something out of it, create your own. Nobody wants to be the KMJ with any other letters sitting in that. Period. Just like nobody should want to have worship on their channel, as I said before. You got to come up with your new creative things. You make your new. If you're trying to connect with somebody, do you tell a new girlfriend for you, John Frank? Do you tell a new girlfriend, can you put on my ex-girlfriend's panties? Not right now, John. Not right now. Let me have my commentary. I'll open it up for people. I want to get my message out first before I have conversations with people on the platform. Do you get a new girlfriend and you give her your ex-girlfriend's panties to fuck you in? No. You go ahead and you buy her some new panties of her own to roll around with. The only person in here that fucked a nigga, threw a nigga out, and moved a new nigga in her bed overnight, same day, with the same semen stains, is Louisiana Purchase. Nobody else does that nasty shit. Nobody else wants to be in somebody else's shit. Everybody makes their own way. So, John, if you got some kind of collaboration that you want to build, you create it from scratch. You don't come in wanting to be the joy substitute if you're serious about something. At that moment, it sounds like you're ridiculing joy. And that's a problem. And I'm sitting up there and I'm trying to get you to stop because I don't want to have those problems. I don't hate my cousin that much that I want to have those problems. I'm mad as fuck with her. But I don't hate her that much that I want to be sitting up here entertaining that shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Period. And I then turn around and say, I don't want to fuck with KK on that level with that shit either. And I don't want her running out here. And then in the next video, she's like, fuck that, John. John, no matter what happens, just because she was cordial, when you was on the panel the other day, you made a thumbnail with her sons going over the cliff with her. There's no walking that back. And I feel like I compromise people that because on the strength of me, they entertain other things that they wouldn't entertain. I don't know if y'all even understand what that feels like to me. That just on the strength of me, I got Karen sitting there reviewing a video and I know she don't want to participate in the shit. That hurts me. Because these are people that really fuck with me no matter when the rest of the people don't want to fuck with me. So y'all be pretending all the time. But the real people that really ride out with you, you can't let them be disrespected by people that might ride with you. I can't stand sharing this screen like this. I'm going to have to get me a third computer. I'm going to have to get me a third computer because I cannot share this shit like this. Now, that's no disrespect to anybody. I'm just speaking real motherfucking facts. I've been on here. You saw phony ass Alethea up there the other day. That bitch turned on me every way to Sunday. And I ain't done nothing but been good to her. Even when she was sitting up there and getting those fucking questions from Myron, she still couldn't hold her motherfucking weight in gold. Nobody wants anybody riding shotgun with them who can't ride. That's why Joy is over there where Joy is at, because she couldn't ride in the presence of the people. But I'm going to tell you, in her motherfucking heart, I know she's fucking riding with me. But for the UPs and all them motherfuckers, she had to fake a motherfucking funk. Are you fucking kidding me? Ask Karen if she ever faked a motherfucking funk for Monica. Yeah, that's a fact. You people don't never like to hear facts around here. Y'all want shit to be sugar coated with a little bit of sprinkles on the side. Shit crazy to me. I'm fed the fuck up. I'm fed up with the phoniness. I'm fed up with the fake ass shit. I'm just fed up. And the worst part about it is I don't think people intentionally do this stuff. But I I don't think anybody ever told y'all the impact of it or spelled it out for you clearly so you could see it. They used to call that shit in my days fair weather friends. Nobody wants nobody that's fair weather. They want somebody who's down with them all the time. I'm gonna keep playing this video because there's mad shit. And I got, it's bad because Brandon goes and posts a post where he's playing on, and I'm using Unc Fed shit because you playing with my name. And at the end of the day, if I die, like anybody that dies here, y'all go read the motherfucking obituaries and try to be in everybody's fucking business. That's why nobody wants to tell you when they die around here, because they know you motherfuckers are gonna make a video of it and make a mockery out of somebody's fucking death. That's so fucking disgusting. Then you want to say, I'm not part of the cemetery. You made the fucking cemetery. It was born and created by your fucking activities. But it's only one network of low-life motherfuckers that do that shit. And y'all know who y'all is. And it don't never stop. But I am going to tell you, as long as I motherfucking live and breathe on this shit and outlive you bitches, know this for certain. When some of you motherfuckers die, we are going to party like it's 1999 on this shit. On your death, or we're going to have a celebration of get the fuck up out of here. Oh, yeah, you gonna be forever disrespected on this shit, and I'm gonna host the shit. Because I know who y'all are. You don't stop. It's one death after another. You just don't fucking stop. You go after the people on this internet. You go after the people on this internet's motherfucking family. You don't give a fuck. You have no fucking boundaries. Then you want to sit up here and play like, oh, I don't know what happens. I don't know why these people do this shit to me. They are stalkers. When you're talking about yourself. And all them people that continue to hang around you, they only hang around you because they are afraid you're going to do that shit to them. But here's the good thing about that scripture that I was given. The dead don't know nothing about it. It's the rest of us that's living that knows you a fucked up person. You know what's the real fucked up thing about all of this shit? When that hoe dies, all you motherfuckers out here are gonna pretend like she was a great fucking person. Oh my God, y'all gonna come out here and y'all gonna be like, oh man. Oh my God! I remember when Spunky was sucking the titty, or when Speedy was licking the click. She was such a good person. Them dogs loved the shit out of her. She had a dog contest after feeding the other dog goddamn Mexican pinto beans with spicy in it. Leaving the dog outside while she went on a trip and couldn't get not near a neighbor to fucking bring the dog some water, and he over there fucking died in the backyard from starvation. Are y'all fucking kidding me or what? This is a bitch that's like I could just go on and go on and go on. But the shit just never ends with that woman. And y'all come around here and you sanction it, you applaud it, and y'all act like everything's okay. Because I already know I'm going to have to deal with some of you phony motherfuckers when she hits the bucket. Because the bet is going to be who going to go first. But I'm telling you, if I am still standing, it's going to be a hell of a party over here. And I don't give a fuck if she throws one for me over there. Because we know what she's going to sing. Why you so obsessed with me? You know, but y'all just be killing me with the acting like you ignorant. That's what she wants you to believe. She couldn't get a neighbor, a ex-fuck to come over there and fucking give a dog water while she was on vacation. So we supposed to believe that there's a fucking maid, a goddamn ex-husband running around, or any of those things. She even got a handyman. She couldn't get a handyman to come out there and feed the dog fucking something. Who the fuck leaves their dog in the yard while they go on vacation and got a $70,000 bank? They pay for a motherfucking dog sitter. They either pay for one to come in and sit the dog, or they go and they take the dog somewhere so the dog will be taken care of, and they come back and they pick their dog up from at that time when they return. See, this trying to act like you a sophisticated bitch when you a bum bitch is crazy to me for the internet clicks and views. And this is not me attempting to diss you on the internet. This is me telling you where the facts ain't adding up, where the lifestyle just doesn't match the storyline. This is why we tell you you're not an Amazon bestseller, bitch, because the plots be all out of fucking focus. It don't even make sense. It's not rational. And you do shit that not a reasonable person would do. So John Frank, when you decided to boycott this woman, the question on the table is, was that a real boycott, or was that part of y'all script? And is that the reason why the rest of the town deserted you, because they realized that you was playing both ends of the fence with LTG? That's a real question because of how you was defending her on that platform and all the other things that came out of it. Oh, she didn't even go after me when everybody else was going after me. Let's hear you tell it. And again, I'm only putting this out here so you can understand why things don't make sense. And if this is not part of your storyline, it's a chance for you to correct it, because this is what's not looking good out here in the public domain.
The real J. I could be like a
No,
temporary J.
John, it's not the
You
fact that I
better
got
stop it.
like
You
And,
need to
And
stop
Sakina
it.
wants to be the S at the end.
First,
see.
KMJS.
first of all, you better stop it. You're playing with Karen. Just leave it alone.
No,
I'm
she
not
was here
even
when I
going
brought
there.
this up. You weren't here earlier. Karen was here when we talked about this. And
Pause. Is this the truth? Is this the truth of the matter asserted? This is not the truth. And I was sitting up here having no knowledge of what took place before I got there. Because unlike the rest of you people, in the middle of the night, I don't sleep with Karen on the phone with me. Karen sleeps in her house with her husband. They do what they do over there in their home. We get off the phone at a respectable period of time, and I'm not having no conversations with her. So I don't, and so at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, when I go to the bathroom, I'm not calling up Karen to have a conversation. I do check the internet and see what's out here. So I did miss that encounter, but in my head, this whole time, I'm saying this can't be so. I'm going to listen to how you say what happened, and then I'm going to go back here to find the part where Karen came in to show you that that is not what happened. So that becomes my second question. So let me get my questions in the chat for you. Was the boycott a script between you and LTG? That's my first one. Here's my second one. I'll wait till I get. Oh, ay, Dios mío. I need another television. Live streaming. I don't need to see that one. Oh,
and guess what? We had no incidents. She didn't diss us. She didn't. It didn't go bad at all.
What'd she say when you said that J part?
She didn't trip on me. That's
I don't
I
know if she was
appreciate
still
that.
here or not. Was she
No,
still
she
here?
was because that remember
listen to Sakina. I don't know if she was still here or not. Was she still here? John, that's when you have to stop. But see, you running. You running. This is when you have to stop. Listen to what's going on. Listen to you. Listen to what you say.
I announced her when she came. I was like, "Oh, the K is in the building." Yo, I was like, "Yo, Sakina wants to be the S. Can I be the
No,
J for
don't
a
say
while?"
Sophia wanted to. Let me
That's what
tell
I
you something.
said.
Let me tell you
That's what I
something.
said, though.
Let me tell you something,
That's
Hot
what I
Pocket.
said.
Let me tell you something, Hot Pocket. Okay,
Mm.
you don't don't be. Sakina never said I wanted to be
I know,
anything.
but that's what I said.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave that right there. Just
What do you think?
leave it alone. I'm
No, but what
leaving
do you
that
think?
alone.
Wait, no,
Um,
we need you because you in that group. So what do you think? Can I be like? I'm not
I'm gonna
trying to take
say
the
this.
J's place, but
No,
what I'm
I'm
saying
gonna
is,
say
and I know they're gonna come back one day. Can I fill in like a substitute teacher until they feel like coming back? Can I just be in the J until they say they want to come back, and then I leave? I'll be like, "Oh, you got it. It's this spot," but I keep it warm for them. I know eventually.
Do you hear me breathing? I'm like,
They're gonna
no,
come
y'all.
back. I just don't
No,
know when.
John, let me end 2025 on a good note. Here's
All
the
right.
reality of things, right? Karen does not do well in groups. She's a one-on-one person. So let's just leave Karen where she is. She's the K all by herself. Mo is the M all by herself. And that J is over there all by herself. Just leave it like that. It's no group. Group stuff do not work.
No, but you know what it is? She did good today because she could have flipped about what we was talking about. And also, I was on the panel, not defending LTG, but also I didn't think that the accusation that Sakina had, I don't think she did it. So we were respecting each other's opinions. And Karen
Okay.
didn't come out. Yo, listen, I'm used to Karen doing what Karen want to do. And Karen, I feel like today was respectful of the conversation. I'm telling you,
Or maybe she wasn't there.
it was totally copacetic today. So I don't know if this is a different Karen, but also I'm being conscious of not making a man neither. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I think it's a
I just
two-way thing. I think she's not trying to provoke, and I'm not trying to provoke. So I don't think it could be something unless something really makes her mad type shit.
all right. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good conversation considering everything. What was it?
Well,
I'll
she was
go
in the
back and
chat. She
listen
didn't
to it.
talk to us. She talked to Sakina. She got me blocked. I only get to see her because I'm on StreamYard. So
All right,
anybody that got me blocked, I can see them now.
John, can we stop? Let's just leave it alone. All right. I just want
So
to
can
leave
I
this
be the
topic
J?
alone. The answer is no.
Oh man.
Okay.
At that moment, that should be it. At that moment, that should be it. I didn't wishy washy it. I said the answer's no. Now I want to go back because now I gotta go find it. All right, I'm gonna need. I don't know if I'm actually where I'm actually at. I must say I'm at 5 hours. I don't have caller here. I want to say I'm at 5 hours and 55. It looks like I'm at the. I don't really know. I'm gonna say 5:55:02. That's what I'm gonna put down here. 5:55:02. Now I'm gonna screen back and I'm gonna look for when Karen was in the room. I'm looking at Sakina's chat on the thing to see. But hold on a second. All right, we'll just all do this in real time together because this is how I look at videos and look for videos and look at videos and make my thing. I'm looking for when Karen entered the room. When I look at videos, just for the record, all the time. I always look to see where I'm at in the video. When I'll be like, oh yeah, that was at like 55 minutes. 55 minutes up. And I just want to make it clear I'm not mad at John Frank. I'm just tired of this shit. I'm just tired of this kind of stuff, and I have to shut it down early. I'm gonna tell you something. This Kayla person came in there and gave some real good advice though when I was looking. Oh, hold on. Let me look at my TV in the living room and see how, cause I think I did I still have it on this video? Hold on a second. Okay. I gotta do math. It's 8 hours. Hold on a second. I'm at 8 hours and 49 minutes back from the end of the video. I gotta do math around here. The video is how many hours? It's 10 hours. So 8 hours is gonna be 2 hours. It's gonna be after 2 hours. These are examples of why I can honestly say I'm a one-woman show. Unlike all these people that have networks out here doing shit. Let me hear this.
This, that, and the third. Never had a bad word to
I
say.
don't think nobody
Never
thinks
had
you're
a
trying to
bad
make
word to say
content
about
off of
that
it.
bitch.
I don't think nobody thinks you're trying to make content off of it. I think people are just like in a space where they not ready for all this right now. Maybe.
Talk to these motherfuckers on YouTube after. I don't need to talk to y'all after that. Let me
Link
tell
for
you
the
something.
K.
She thought
Somebody,
that
somebody
she
go
thought
get
that
the
she
M.
had something, right?
All right, I found it. Okay, so we at for the record, we at 1 hour, 57 minutes and 3. So we're listening for this is what John said happened. That they was speaking on the topic. Karen was present for all of this stuff. Let's hear and let's hear and see if anything.
She thought she
Look,
had something when she was listening to Karen live.
look, the
Karen
K is in the
had
building. The K is in the building.
what up, Karen? The
All right, for the record, Karen is in there on the rebuttal channel.
big
We need
K.
the M. We got the J. I'm the J. We need
Well,
the M,
listen.
and we got the S. We got two
She
S's.
thought she had something, right? Because Karen, man, I was over there talking. This is like maybe a month, month and a half ago. I was over there on Karen panel or whatever, and Karen, I was like, I had put my what's the name in the back? I had put my phone number. She didn't ask for it or anything like that, right? She was like, "What's that?" And I was like, no, I think I said something about my number in the back, whatever. So we never exchanged anything, right? It was never no exchange because she never gave me her shit back. This shit come out the next day, whatever the case may be, and she like, oh yeah, her and Karen exchanged phone numbers and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it wasn't an exchange. Is when you get a number back. You understand what I'm saying? Karen don't trust nobody on this motherfucker to exchange no motherfucking phone numbers. She already did that, done that. You understand what I'm saying? So I know that that was a slip up on my behalf. You understand? Like even extending that because at the end of the day, we've been there, we've done that. Karen, like, no, she already said it. Whoever I talk to these motherfuckers on YouTube. After I don't need to talk to y'all after that. I understand that. You understand what I'm saying? I respect it. Point blank. Period. It is what the fuck it is. Don't be trying to dig all in this shit and you don't know what the fuck is going on because guess what? There was no exchange. But she damn sure came out here and told people that me and Karen exchanged phone numbers.
Now Karen is saying, right, Sakina? No needs, no need.
They came out here and told people me, Karen, and Mo working together in the back because they got wrenches and shit like that. Like what? What? The you and 23 been working together for years because she had a wrench. She been on your panel, all that shit. Fuck out of here.
You and 23 been working together?
No, I said if that's the case,
Nah, I'm
her
just
and
kidding. I'm just
23
kidding.
is working
I'll
together.
be
This is no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But why would you do that?
it's stupid. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm
Oh,
trolling.
don't be trolling.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling while I'm on somebody's panel, but I don't want to have no problems with you. We getting along. Everything is great. You see this? This is not right. These are the things that if you want to be around people, you really got to check.
Yeah, you gotta know when I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
No, nobody got to know when you're trolling. You got to know how to control yourself. Not trolling, control, self-control. Nobody has to predict what you're going to do to regulate. Like, no, you've got to make those changes for yourself.
Fuck out of here, yo. Like I said, for me, for what I saw, all that extra shit, again, it's just about the timing. It's about what happened last night, how it happened.
The absolutely goes with the fact that Sakina is describing her incident with Karen the last time Karen was there, and the video that Louisiana Purchase put up the following day. All of Karen's responses align with the content creator's conversation. What do we know about Karen? We know that Karen only pays attention to the person who's a channel holder. If she went into your room, John Frank, guess what? She be talking about the shit you talking about. She would not be talking about none of the other stuff. She came up there on your panel whining because she got blocked in the channel by the real the real Nikki Nicole, which was good friends with Kelly, who blocked her, and Karen thought it was Vonnie, and you thought that Karen was attacking the people that are moderators in your room. But the fact always remains that Nikki Nicole admitted to blocking Karen on that day when Karen ran up to the platform and said, "Hey, I want to be in the chat talking my shit like everybody else." And then Gears said, "Hey, Karen, stay up here on the panel with us, and then you'll be safe." And that's when y'all had LTG up there. think this is right before the boycott. And she was like, no, no, I just want to talk my shit in the chat. So I'm going to go back now. Because the only people talking in there, I'm at 159. So I'm going to go back. Because we're going to listen to see if when you're asking John about the KMJ with a little bit of S on the side or apostrophe S, if Karen participated in that discussion, as you told me when I got on the panel 4 hours later.
I feel like if we get some apple juice, we can figure all this shit the fuck out. Perfect.
Let me say this to you, Boiselle, and I'm not being smart. Again, it's okay for her to sit over there and, say I'm working with Karen and Monica, and, because they had wrenches in my chat. It's okay for her to do, and,
As a side note, Roselle is a problem.
So, insinuate that Sakina's over here trying to make money off of Mama Cynthia, and under no circumstances, huh?
Wait.
Under no
But look,
circumstances.
wait. But look, you see how you see it your way about her? After you've seen it your way about her, you don't think she's entitled to see it that way back, even though it's not true. You feel me? I know it's not true, but
Listen,
you got to
she's
understand
already
if
said
you're
this shit
seeing it
about
one
me.
way,
She
it's like a
already
cause
said
and
this.
John would sell a lot of cars. He should go work at the car dealership. He's a good car dealership person.
effect.
Let me stop cutting. I apologize, John.
It's
Go
all
ahead and
good.
say
You're
what you.
fine.
No, go
Look,
ahead.
it's like cause and effect, right? If you feel this way towards her, and imagine she didn't do it, she's allowed to feel the way she feels towards you. Like, oh, you probably trying to do this for content and coin. I don't think you are, but being that you made this allegation on her, she's probably allowed to now feel the allegation towards you. That's what I'm saying.
Fair statement. I will say that's a fair statement. Anybody can accuse anybody on this platform for doing something for content and coins. At this point, yeah, anybody can say that.
She been made an allegation towards me that I was working with Monica and KK because they had wrenches in my chest. She been made an allegation,
Oh, she
okay?
said
She been
that.
exactly.
She said, yeah, working.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, I'm just
So,
recycling it. I'm just recycling it,
so
John.
it's K,
Hey, I'm just
it's
recycling what
KMJ.
was.
So we see KK in the chat. We see that she's talking to Sakina, and this is before he starts shouting out anything about the KMJ and the SS stuff, okay?
Spilled out to
Sakina.
me. That's it.
Sakina is KMJS.
KMJS. What is it? What's that?
KM is KMJ plus S for Sakina.
No, because I ain't working with nobody. That was some bullshit.
I'm just saying.
Hold up, John. That was some bullshit.
We gotta
Let me
FBI that
tell
shit.
you something. I'm gonna tell you no shit about family. I'm gonna tell you some shit. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you some shit.
Look, they wrote right, Sakina. I think that's KK. I think you gotta drop the link for her.
See,
Drop, drop,
listen.
drop
Let
the
me
link
tell
for
you
the K.
something. She thought
Somebody,
that
somebody
she
go
thought
get
that
the
she
M.
had something, right? She thought she
Look,
had something when she was.
Now the K was in there 3 hours before the M. This is the shit that happened that night over there when we on two different wavelengths. There's not even a text message between us like, hey, I just been on Sakina's shit. Call me in the morning. Not even nothing like that. We roll independent of each other.
Listening to Karen live.
look, the
Karen
K is in the
had,
building. The K is in the building.
what up, Karen? The big
We need
K.
the M. We got the J. I'm the J. We need
Well,
the M,
listen.
and we got the S. We got two
She
S's.
thought she had something, right?
Now he said he's the J. Let's see if Karen responds to him being the J.
Because Karen, man, I was over there talking. This is like maybe a month and a half ago. I was over there on Karen panel or whatever, and Karen, I was like I had put my what's the name in the back. I had put my phone number. She didn't ask for it or anything like that, right? She was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "No, I think I said something about my number in the back, whatever." So we never exchanged anything, right? It was never no exchange because she never gave me her shit back. This shit come out the next day, whatever the case may be, and she like, "Oh yeah, her and Karen exchanged phone numbers and blah blah blah." I'm like, "No, it wasn't an exchange. Is when you get a number back." You understand what I'm saying? Karen don't trust nobody on this motherfucker to exchange no motherfucking phone numbers. She already did that, done that. You understand what I'm saying? So I know that that was a slip up on my behalf. You understand? Like, even extending that, because at the end of the day, we've been there, we've done that. Karen, like, no, she already said it. Whoever I talk to these motherfuckers on YouTube. After, I don't need to talk to y'all after that. I understand that. You understand what I'm saying? I respect it. Point blank, period. It is what the fuck it is. Don't be trying to dig all in the shit and you don't know what the fuck is going on, because guess what? There was no exchange. But she damn sure came out here and told people that me and Karen exchanged phone numbers. They came out here and told people me, Karen, and Mo working together in the back because they got wrenches and shit like that. Like what? What? The you
Mm.
and 23 been working together for years because she had a wrench. She been on your pan, all that shit. Fuck out of here.
You and 23 been working together?
No, I said if that's the case,
Nah, I'm just
her and
kidding. I'm just
23
kidding.
is working
I'm
together.
being stupid. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I'm
Oh,
trolling.
don't be trolling, trolling,
Yeah,
trolling.
you gotta know when I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
Fuck out of here, yo. Like I said, for me, for what I saw, all that extra shit, again, it's just about the timing. It's about what happened last night, how it happened in here last night, and all that shit.
I feel you. But I don't think she did it though. That's just me. I don't like her. I don't like her. But I
I
don't
don't
think she
care.
did it.
Listen, I do. I do. I think she
You know
after
why? I'm gonna give
Yvonne
you an
posted.
example. I'm gonna give you an example. She didn't. She if she wanted content, she didn't jump on the content that happened with me. She could have jumped on that content. She didn't jump on that one. So if she didn't want that kind of smoke, why would she want this type of smoke? And this type of smoke is way bigger.
She didn't want to make you relevant any further. She saw what was going down. She didn't want to opine on it. That's my opinion of it. But it becomes a little suspect at this point. That's why I put the question out there. Was the boycott a script between you and Louisiana Purchase? Because this math ain't mathing right here with this scenario right here. But then she's about making her money, and maybe she didn't find like adding value to you when she seen everything going downhill for you. She didn't want to resuscitate you.
Than that type of smoke. I don't think she's in a one smoke type of vibe right now. I don't know. But I could be wrong. That's just my opinion.
Like I
That's
said,
my
like I
opinion.
said, that's how you're saying it. I'm on the outside. I'm no
Nah,
longer
I seen it your
inside
way
this.
first. I seen it your way first, though. I'm not gonna hold you. I
I'm
seen it your way
and
first,
again,
but then
I'm
I,
not. I'm not.
yeah, that's my initial reaction, though. With how you felt is my initial reaction. But then when I sit and I let shit play, and I know how people play, and I know how the shit go, it's quite possible somebody could be putting her in a trick bag
How would somebody be putting her in a trick? Listen, if
because she
she
got
never
mad beef.
posted, I'm gonna say this: if she never posted Mama Cynthia, right? She never posted Mama Cynthia. No.
There's no more talk about KMJ for Karen to be a participant in. Do y'all want me to play more of this to see if it does segue into it, or is it okay for me to move on? I'll put the poll out there. I put the poll out there. The poll is asking, do you want me to move on? This y'all sitting here listening to it. Hit the likes. Answer the poll. This is you sitting here watching this. If you want to sit here and watch the whole damn thing, you want to sit here and go on with the continue on, because I think the point has been made, but I don't want to belabor it. I'll give y'all a minute to do the poll. Okay. All right. I'm going to take this back.
Yeah. When you unmute, I'm echoing.
Mm.
You just need to drop and come back up. And if it happens again, then it was me. But I doubt it was me.
That we sound fine. Let me see
Because I
something.
ain't had these problems in a minute since I got these new headphones.
Okay, let me see. Is this sounding better?
Yeah, you sound good. We trying to get Monica's to fix. Monica, unmute. See if Sakina sound good with yours. Let's see if it's just me.
All right, let
Talk,
me
Sakina. Sakina,
Is
talk
it
real quick when Monica unmute.
who, me? Yeah.
Yeah, but Monica
Let me
unmute
go.
for you to talk.
You want me to go on mute? Hold on.
No. You need to talk when Monica unmute. Just to
Okay.
check if it's Monica. Monica,
Okay.
can you unmute real quick?
I don't think she got it together yet.
No, I do have it, but
Now talk,
it just
Sakina.
sounded.
Oh,
Monica
good. You
don't
fixed
sound
it.
bad. Yeah,
No,
no,
it's good.
she don't sound.
I don't know what
she
she did, but she lowered it by $1 million. So I don't even hear it no more. Yeah, it's perfect. Whatever you did,
Welcome,
well, you
Mo.
muted
How
right
you
now,
doing
so I don't know.
today?
Unmute real quick, Monica. See if you fixed it. All right, hello? Yeah, it's fixed,
I
Monica.
did.
You good.
Mm-hmm.
How you did that? Teach Sakina how to do that.
Do what?
Whatever she just did to fix the
Nothing.
echo. You fixed the echo without jumping off.
No, I did. I had another. What's the name open too?
Oh, you had something else because it sounded
Yeah,
like woo, 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 woo. It
yeah,
sounded
I'm
like
on the phone. Good night,
oh,
Mr. One. Mr. One. Yeah, I was. I'm on the phone, so I didn't close the other thing out.
Yo, Mo,
How are you today?
Sakina got accused of working for the KMJ, right? So she got mad about that. Cool. But what I took from the conversation was, I think people want to be part of the KMJ. I don't know if there's applications out there, but there's people they want to add the S. They I want to. I don't know if I could temporarily be the J until the J comes back, the real J. I could be like a
No,
temporary J.
John. It's not the
you
fact that I
better
got.
stop it.
Like,
You
And,
need to
and
stop
Sakina
it.
wants to be the S at the end.
First
KMJS.
of all, you better stop it. You're playing with Karen. Just
Now, haven't heard what happened earlier. His takeaway is that Louisiana Purchase over there was accusing Sakina of working with the KMJ or with the K and the M. So this is his trolling, but it's not funny.
leave it alone.
No,
I'm
she
not
was here
even
when I
going
brought
there.
this up. You weren't here earlier. Karen was here when we talked about this. And guess what? We had no incidents. She didn't diss us. It didn't go bad at all.
What'd she say when you said that J part?
She didn't trip on me.
I don't
I
know if she was
appreciate
still
that.
here or not. Was she
No,
still
she
here?
was, because remember I announced her when she came. I was like, oh, the K is in the building. Yo, I was like, yo, Sakina wants to be the S. Can I be the
No,
J for
don't
a
say
while?
Sakina wanted to. Let me
That's what
tell
I
you something.
said.
Let me tell you
That's what I
something.
said, though.
Let me tell you something,
That's
Hot
what I
Pocket.
said.
Let me tell you something, Hot Pocket. Okay,
Mm.
you don't don't be. Sakina never said I wanted to be
I know,
anything.
but
Nothing.
that's what I said.
All right, I'm gonna leave that right there. Just
What do you think?
leave it alone. I'm
No, but what
leaving
do you
that
think?
alone.
Wait, no,
Um,
we need you because you in that group. So what do you think? Can I be like, I'm not
I'm gonna
trying to take
say
the
this.
J's place, but
No,
what I'm
I'm
saying
gonna
is,
say
and I know they're gonna come back one day. Can I fill in like a substitute teacher until they feel like coming back? Can I just be in the J until they say they want to come back? And then I leave. I'll be like, oh, you got it. It's their spot. But I keep it warm for them. I know eventually they're gonna
no,
come
y'all.
back. I just don't know
No,
when.
let me, John. Let me end 2025 on a good note. Here's
All
the
right.
reality of things, right? Karen does not do well in groups. She's a one-on-one person. So let's just leave Karen where she is. She's the K all by herself. Mo is the M all by herself, and that J is over there all by herself. Just leave it like that. It's no group. Group stuff do not work.
No, but you know what it is? She did good today because she could have flipped about what we was talking about. And also, I was on the panel, not defending LTG, but also I didn't think that the accusation that Sakina had, I don't think she did it. So we were respecting each other's opinions. And Karen
Okay.
didn't come out. Yo, listen, I'm used to Karen doing what Karen want to do. And Karen, I feel like today was respectful of the conversation. I'm telling you, it was totally copacetic today. So I don't know if this is a different Karen, but also I'm being conscious of not making a man either. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think it's a
I just
two-way thing. I think she's not trying to provoke, and I'm not trying to provoke. So I don't think it could be something unless something really makes her mad type shit.
all right. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good conversation considering everything. What was it?
Well,
I'll
she was
go
in the
back and
chat. She
listen
didn't
to
talk
it.
to us. She talked to Sakina. She got me blocked. I only get to see her because I'm on StreamYard. So
All
anybody
right.
that got me blocked, I can see them now.
John, can we stop? Let's just leave it alone. All right. I just want
So
to
can
leave
I
this
be the
topic
J?
alone. The answer is no.
Oh man.
Okay.
You're not even gonna say maybe or think
And you
about
know
it?
what? Let me just say, let me
Or
just
what
say
about two
this.
J's? What
No,
can't be two
listen.
J's?
Well,
Yeah.
John, this is what happened to you with everybody. You always want to be part of something together. You are forced by yourself. Just remember that. You don't need no partnerships. You are forced by yourself. Sometimes when I listen back to the playback, like yesterday, there it
Yeah.
was. John Frank was asking.
Here I am, just trying to encourage him to move on, to move around, to leave this alone. Now, I realize that some of this is part of his playful nature, but sometimes things be a little bit more serious for other people. You have to be KYA, know your audience, mindful of the people around you.
Good ass questions when Myron was up here. You're forced to be reckoned with by yourself. You don't need team nobody. Remember that.
I
And
know
besides,
that already.
you already come with a gang. You
I
got
know that.
hooligans.
I
So
know
just
that.
leave it.
So, if you know that already, what is your ulterior motive? You hear this, John? I'm confused.
Everybody's
Like
still
it
active.
is.
Listen, I got my team. We still active, but you know what it is. Listen, just think about it. Don't answer right now, even though you did. Just think
Okay,
about
you
it.
got the JF. Hold
It
on,
could,
John.
no,
You
the
got the
KM
JF
double J.
Hooligans. Listen, you got the JF Hooligans 2026. Ain't nobody playing no fucking tricks.
No, fuck Hula Gang. Listen, Hula Gang's popping if we could change the name, right? Because Hula Gang, the name is played out. I like the Hula Gang, but the name, we need to change the name. But The KM double J, that shit sounds like more of a force to reckon with. You feel me? And I think I know how to not piss K off. I think I could do that. I think I'm good at. I think I could. You know what I'm saying? I know how to say no comment and be quiet. I'm learning that. Telling you. I don't know how the J would feel about it, but I don't think the J would mind until she came back. If it's not malicious, it's not malicious. You feel me?
This is after they done had the whole P Money panel, that they went behind the P Money panel, that John done went up here and made some you community posts where he was very apologetic to Joy, and then this is what you engage in. This is an example. See, I call it professional instigators, but I'm starting to see how they use this trolling aspect of it. And I'm starting to see it in a different light as I'm reviewing this now. I don't want no parts of this kind of stuff. I don't want nobody speaking to me from a trolling component. I don't want to play with people on this internet. I don't want to play. I don't got no play moments with me no more. I want people who want to engage in serious conversation. I don't got time for the script writers. I don't got time for people to come up on panels and ask me, am I lying? Or was it part of the script? This is why people feel that way. When people see people have a breakup or whatever, and they be like, oh, I don't understand why this is so messy. I'm going to pause for a moment. I'm going to listen to what John has to say so he can get it off his chest, and then I'm going to go back to my content. So y'all already hear the structure.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Yeah. What up? My
What
bad.
up?
I I really don't know what I really did, but whatever you think I did, it wasn't intentional. That's all.
I don't
And I'm
think it
not mad
was.
at your feelings. Oh, all right. So as long as you know it wasn't intentional, that's cool with me. Whatever
No,
I did last night, yeah.
I think this is part of your DNA, but I need you
Yup.
to see it.
Yeah, no, it is part of my DNA, and I do see it. But this, you got to understand, you're not taking into
Mhm.
account that I went to Sakina's panel. I'm chilling. I'm sauce. I didn't start drinking until I told her. I'm like, yo, it's apple juice time. I start drinking the apple juice, and I'm thinking we just talking shit like me when I get saucy and I come talk shit at Sakina's. That's it. I was saucy. I didn't think you was gonna take my jokes for real, and I didn't think my jokes were even offending you that much. Because if I even had an inkling of that, I would have been stopped. I didn't know that whatever I was saying about I was literally joking and laughing. In no way in my mind did I think I was being offensive, and I had no intentions of antagonizing or picking at Joy at all yesterday. You could hear that in my voice, like honest to God on my son. I had no intentions of making her content or talking bad about her or none of that. This is what I'm saying. Whatever you grasp from this, I don't want to take away from your feelings. But for me, I didn't know I was doing that or feel like I was doing that at all. I thought I was chilling. That's what I thought. And I chill with you mad times. So I ain't never thought I had to be different. I was just being the same old person that I always been every time I chilled with you. Simple. I was just saucy.
I hear you. I truly hear you.
And when you
I
say that
truly.
the stuff like, oh, he a professional instigator, yeah, I am. I'm not taking that. That's the truth though. But you gotta that's what I do on here. That's the obvious. But you know what I'm saying? Like you saying it like you just finding it out. That's what I do on here. Like, and I don't even I do it in the lightest form on top of that. And also I was not really trolling on that panel. I was just chilling with y'all. That's what I thought. If I would have knew I was committing all this offense or disturbance, I would have left and I would have just chilled with my girl because my girl been wanting me to chill with her. I thought I was kicking it with you. I had the whole situation misconstrued. I didn't know you was uncomfortable on the panel, and I wish I would have knew that, because I would have just went and chilled with my girl. I had something to do. I thought I was being cool by chilling with you. You know what I'm saying? I could have been riding cheeks, which is more fun for me. You know?
I get it. I understand it. I hope
And
that
I
you really
apologize if I offended your friends, but I was just joking. Honest to God, I meant nothing by it. And even when you played it back. I'm telling you, all I'm saying is I mentioned what I was trying to say was I mentioned the KMJ thing in front of her, and there was like she didn't say nothing to me about it. That's what I should have said because that's what I meant to say. That's
I
all.
don't really
I
think
didn't.
I
You
don't really
said
think she heard
conversation
it.
at the end.
I don't believe she heard it.
Yeah, but all this is like a misconstrue. I'm like, you mad at that? And I'm just like, bro,
It's
I
not
said it right
mad.
in front of her when she came there. That's what I meant to say. Like I said it right in front of her, the KMJ joke, and she didn't say nothing to me at all. She didn't acknowledge it or nothing. That's what I meant. It was called prosthetic. It was all good. It was no problem. Like I said the joke, it was no problem. And I just kept it moving. I didn't even know the joke was like that deep, bro. I promise you, we even have said it, bro. Straight up. I'm upset that you upset, and I didn't even know about it. And I was making it worse the whole time, and I don't even know about it. And now I'm listening to all your feelings about it, and I'm like, fuck. But that was not nowhere even close to my intentions at all. That's the only thing I got on my side for the argument. None of what you accused me of was my intentions on purpose or to deliberately get somebody riled up or offend somebody else. I even said the KM JSS. I even added Sakina and Slim. The other S was for Slim. Like I was just being funny. I didn't think my joke was gonna be taken the next day as fucking ironclad. Like, oh, I'm trying to get down with y'all, and I don't recognize my own self on this platform. I know what I could bring to the platform. Like, you know what I'm saying? You telling me like I don't know. I didn't know you felt that way last night. I wish I would have
I
knew that
can't
because I would have
I
acted way
can't
different.
wait. I can't wait to the day you bring that John to this platform. I believe that I believe you could bring it. I said what I said. I believe you can bring it.
And
But
I know I
we
can,
also
but you making
have
it
to
seem
be
like I want to join
mindful.
y'all when I'm joking. You taking my
Okay.
joke and you making it real, and that's not cool. When I'm laughing, I'm joking. I'm thinking it's an obvious fucking joke. Do a poll and ask people, do you think that was a joke or that was serious? Like I'm involving Slim in it, I'm involving Sakina in it. I'm saying substitute. Like I would think it's my fault for not being that obvious on my joke. My joke didn't deliver the way I thought it did. That's all. And I promise you it wasn't to offend none of those people. That's the honest truth, you know?
Okay. I agree. I agree. I understand what you're saying.
You don't think you tripping on me because one of your friends probably tripped on you?
Nobody has tripped on me. Karen didn't even hear you.
So why
And
you
I don't
tripping on
really
me? I
know
didn't do nothing.
because the optics, John, it's the optics. And if I keep sitting around allowing myself to be in these playful moments that you're talking about, eventually the people that really fuck with me ain't gonna fuck with me.
You see
So
that
I
that
have
but
to
I
make
didn't
it.
all I was doing was being myself and now I'm getting scolded for it for
You're
being
not.
me the same way I always been. I was on Sakina's panel. I wasn't even on your panel. That's what's unfair about the situation. I'm on Sakina's panel drinking before you got there. And on top of that, I'm saucy, trying to have fun. Because when people drink, they try to be social and chummy. Even when you said, "Why are you bringing it up again?" I said, "I'm just making conversation so we don't talk about the same thing over and over." Because that's what me and Sakina did. We jump back and forth from conversation, and we jump double back to it, and new conversation, double back. Like I don't know, bro. I just think you miss. I wish I would have knew how you felt last night. I would have just left. Dead ass. I would have just left, and everything would have been all gravy. You wouldn't have felt that way, and I still wouldn't even have known because eventually I would have been myself again. you know? So it would have been the
You
same
should
outcome
always
somewhere else.
you should always be you, but be knowledgeable that what you give off, other people may not be receptive to it. So no one's asking John to change who John is, but I am asking John to read the room better because you could lose people supporting you behind it. But there's a few other things in this video that I'm gonna point out that relates because you told me when I was on this panel with you, having not seen the beginning, because I didn't see the beginning when I was speaking to you. So I only can go by what you said. And what you be saying don't be lining up.
So what's the part that didn't line up so I can explain
Um
myself and maybe it can make sense? 'Cause I'm not drunk now. I'm not drunk now. So it's and I don't even think
the reckless part with Unc Fed didn't line up.
I
The
told you I
situation,
barely watched it though. Wait, I told you I barely watched it. I told
the
you I
clip was
watched it while
three
I was
minutes.
doing stuff.
The clip
Exactly.
was
And I
three
told you
minutes.
I watched it while I was doing stuff. Because you mentioned parts to me in that same clip, and I told you I
Not
missed
in
that.
that clip. The
It was in
parts I
that clip.
mentioned, nope. The parts I mentioned are
Oh, so
not
that's why I missed it.
the parts I mentioned are not in the clip because the clip was clipped intentionally at a spot for it to say what it said. But I'll deal with that separately. But you asked me what were the issues, right? That's a clip. That's a 3-minute video and not his whole big live that was about 2 hours.
All right. I don't know because I'm not following it. And I told you that. I told you I'm not even following that one like that. I didn't see the video he did last or none of
Okay,
that.
that's
And I
just
told you that last night.
all right.
I
That's
told
just
you I'm not
one.
even following that. And I said that verbatim. I'm not even follow this one like that. Because I
Okay,
don't really follow.
Sakina, before you got on this platform, John, and was speaking to Sakina, she had already come to her own conclusion about the two troll accounts and the two other content creators. So when you're speaking to me, and we'll play it, when you're speaking to me and you're telling me how you was that's not what the record reflects.
About what?
She had you got you, I'm gonna do the content and then you'll see it. But I'm just letting you know I'm pre giving you all the areas that I'm at. It doesn't line up. And this is why I'm using it as an example to explain to people why they must go watch the videos for themselves. Don't take nobody's word for what they heard. Go watch the videos, give the view, go watch the videos for yourself and take back your own
Is this in
assessment of
regards
what
to the
happened.
reckless situation?
No, this is no,
Oh,
reckless was one part. I
all right.
moved away from that because you said you didn't watch all the pieces. Reckless had one video for the JJ 15,000. Then he had another video where he's explaining why he has a conflict with Unc Fed. And I watched both things as soon as I got off the panel with you, Sakina, and myself. I watched both of those while listening to Sakina's video in the back. And yes, I was upset because it's every time you give me an account of something, it don't be the same. It don't be nowhere near the
But the
same.
count of what though? The reckless situation?
Okay, you can hear yourself. I'm gonna go back. I wanted to I because I timed you out because you was distracting me in the chat and I don't want to be having a back and forth with you from the chat, right? And making it more adversarial when I'm not adversarial with you. I don't dislike you. I don't want to argue with you. None of those things. I just want to point out the things that are frustrating for me. When I'm dealing with people, I'm talking about conversation and being honest and truth and playing with words and things like that. I'm just pointing out the things that are annoyance to me.
Oh, got you. But
Okay.
listen,
But you can always come back. We can always have
no,
another
no, no,
video. I
listen.
could go
I'm done.
back.
I'm done. No, no, I'm done
Okay.
with it. I feel like you off base, and that's cool. I don't say
Okay.
that in a disrespectful way.
I
It's just
understand.
on this one you way off base. And
Okay.
also you asked me a question that further leads me to believe that when you asked me, is me and that lady had this whole what do you call it? Set up for the it was
It's
a
feeling
setup
like
for the
that, John.
I
So
get it,
can
but
I
you know
ask you
what's
can
real
I
and
ask you
what's
a
not. You
question?
doing the same thing
Can
you
I
did to
ask
me
you to do
before.
can I ask you to do something in your troll manner? Can you come back looking at it with your troll eyes and see how people might think that way?
Monica, I've been watching this all day, and it's been because I could have been doing other things just to keep up with what you're saying, so I can have a retort later. But it's unfair to take up my day watching this when most of
Okay.
it hasn't even been nothing concrete. It's literally
Okay.
nitpicking. And my
Okay.
whole thing is, I don't even know why you're doing that with me too, because it's like I'm telling you, I don't know what I did to offend you last night, but I'd rather just like keep my distance so it doesn't happen again and I don't tarnish whatever reputation or brand or whatever you're trying to do. That whenever I'm around, I make you act other than, or maybe it's me. I don't know. But
Okay.
that's all.
I
All right.
appreciate
So and
that. Okay.
and I didn't want to do my own live, so that's why I waited to come up here because I didn't even want to do it. I just want to
Okay.
tell you, I respect your feelings. I wish I would have knew that last night. And I think it would have been different if I would have knew, right?
Okay.
But and that's about it. I try to do this respectfully without disrespecting you, and
Okay.
you're entitled to your feelings. But I hope you relook at this because I feel like I don't know what changed from last night to today. Because when I got off the panel with you, I felt like everything was copacetic, in my opinion. But I don't know.
Okay.
Obviously I had it all wrong because I'm drunk.
Okay.
All right, can't I figured out how to leave.
I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
The J's been kidnapped, so let's just leave that alone. And the K, I'll have to have a conversation with her. But as for right now, the conversation is closed.
All right, all right.
All right.
At least just try. Just be like, you know what, John, dude. I don't know. Damn, we got to figure out. Sakina, what would you say? Give me some good things to say about me.
I would say with Monica just basically telling you, leave it the hell alone.
Nah, nah, nah. You got a closed mouth don't get fed, Sakina.
No,
You
she's
gotta,
just telling you not right
you gotta put
now.
shit in the air and you gotta manifest it.
Hold
You
on,
feel
on
me?
mute.
All right.
Cause
What else is going
what if it
on?
was just MJ? People are just gonna get tight if it's just MJ. You feel me? They not gonna like the MJ.
Right now, my best connection was the KM.
Yeah. But the MJ is still very effective. Guess what? We're trending. We be trending in these streets when we together. That's all I see. I thought it was just me, but it's not just me. It's me and you together. What makes it
Well,
trend?
that's the New York. That's we'll talk about that sometime. There could be a New York conversation, like straight out of New York, uptown, something could come out of that. But it has to be about something that's real. Like, well, I don't know, because we're in the cemetery to me.
Oh,
So
you know what? You might not like it neither, but I'm doing some positive content tomorrow. I don't know if you want to be involved. I'm
what
reviewing
time?
a video. I don't know that I got it depends on my son, basically. If I could get my son to take a nap in the afternoon, like around 12, 1,
No,
then yeah.
wait a minute. I'm a part of the cemetery too.
We
I
all
don't
in,
I'm
care.
a
I
part
don't
of
we
care about
all,
all
Sakina.
that
girl, don't
cemetery talk.
start with me. Don't start with
I'm
me.
a part of Sakina.
Yes, we all a part of the cemetery. You know why? The same reason why I saw a video earlier today and you was upset.
Huh?
The same stuff that was going on that had you upset. That's how the name to me even came about. But I,
A video from earlier?
your
Oh,
video from
okay, okay.
earlier, what you was upset about, that's the theme. That's the ongoing theme around here. I never seen some things that I seen, but that's just it. I'm trying to
Did you
stay
hear?
low key.
Did you hear Sakina's side of the story?
I was kind of here. What side of the story do I need to hear?
So
Whatever
I'm
she
basically
believes. Do you,
saying
what do you? What
I was on the stream that evening or that early in the morning, the wee hours of the morning with Sakina. So what is there for me to participate in this discussion?
What's your opinion on it? Not what she believes, but what's. Let me rephrase it. What's your
She
opinion
was
on the
here.
situation at hand,
Monica was
rather
here
than
when all the trolling was going on, though, John.
no, not
Monica
that. I'm
was the
talking
one
about
who
today.
pointed.
I'm talking about
Hold
today's
on,
panel.
though. Again, you got to understand, she was the one who, like, basically told me, don't cuss them out. Read what the
I can't
profile is saying.
comment
So,
on today's panel because I was asleep.
you
But
understand what I'm
Sakina
saying?
is my question, and my question
Okay,
to
well,
her
I want
is:
to meet.
Did she see today? Did she
What
see the premise of your video today? Is what I meant, Sakina. Like what you're talking about today, the stuff that you brought to light today. That's what I want to know. Is she up to date on that?
All right, I saw Sakina's video from earlier. When she had to go, I saw that video. I didn't see this video. I'm just waking up, going to the bathroom. On my way to the bathroom, I saw this going down, so I came
All
over
right.
here.
So let me give you the update. Have you seen Sakina? Well, Sakina, you want to give the update because you're better at it. Just the little factors,
Well,
the extra
it's a
shit that
lot
we
of
found out
factors.
after.
It's a
No,
lot
the
of
shit that we
factors.
found out after. That's all. So that way she could be sped up to everything.
Okay. Anywho, last night, remember, told me don't allow for it to don't allow for it to distract me, which I didn't, right? So what I did do was go take screenshots. Now I briefly put up there like, oh, this one just was made 7 minutes ago, and this, that, and the third, right? So I also put up there when this was made, this comment right here was made. Hold on. By the troll account, whatever, what a coincidence. This
Correct.
this morning, LTG, she said she's had a dream about this woman, right? Now, mind you, you basically were drifting me away from it to not saying in a bad way, but it's like, don't allow for whatever that is, right? Don't allow that to take away from what we're talking about. Like, don't allow for that to distract you. Like, basically is what you were saying. Like, go see what it's about, but don't allow for it to consume you or come back and, with this and this, that, and the third, which I didn't. So when this comes up, I'm not sure if it comes up during the part where I'm showing, oh, this account been made 7 minutes ago. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's when this comment is made. But when I start, reading it, and this morning when I get up, no coincidence, and that's what I say, that Lovely has Mama Cynthia obituary shit up on her wall, and I'm like, hold on. And it says, oh, I had a dream, and this, that, and the third. So I really start freaking out, like, yo, whoever was trolling you last night, that was her. That's exactly what I said. I don't know anything about Yvonne putting a post up or anything like that. I don't know nothing about that, right? So as the day go on, I find out that Yvonne had put a video up, and by the a community wall post up. By the time Yvonne puts it up, it's 15 hours had went by. So, what I did was went back to see what time it would have been and all that type of shit, right? To like try to pinpoint like which one of them could have been fucking trolling me, right? And I just came out and hey, I just felt like it was lovely. Cause again, when I get up, in that community wall shit, I'm like, this ain't no fucking
Trying to catch
coincidence.
a troll will be the death of some of us.
That ain't no coincidence. And up in the title, I had a dream, and that lady didn't even like you. So what kind of fucking dream was it that you had? A nightmare? You knocked the fuck out of that lady. What kind of dream was it that you had?
Okay.
So we got off of it and stopped talking about it.
Are you up to date on it though? Of that part, what she said, like with the
That
post
part,
and how she had the dream and all of that shit.
okay, the only part I was unaware about is the other content creator who made a post about it.
Exactly. I didn't know nothing about it until again
Yeah,
this morning.
that's the
I
update.
don't
That's
know
the update, the
anything.
Yvonne part. That's what I'm saying. I what's your opinion on it now with the Yvonne part and Yvonne doing it first? It make me, I don't know. Like, listen, I let Sakina tell her side. Now tell my side after.
What are we? All right, what are we? What are we doing? Are we? What is the focus? Who discovered it first? What happened first? Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the nexus? What are we talking about? What's
No,
the
there is
underlying issue?
for me there is no nexus. I came out here because again, that troll shit that came in my chat. You understand? And again, when I first encounter it, I'm cussing it out because I'm thinking that it's JJ. I'm thinking that it's JJ. Not until this morning when I see that shit with
Let
Mama.
me see what
Excuse not.
and I'm gonna I want to stop right there because I want to point something out to Sakina about that statement, and I said it last night that she's about to make. Um, but I lost the other point because I know what's coming up on this statement. I was gonna say something else. It'll come back to me. The statement that the troll account made that got Sakina's attention and made me look at it has something to do with they're dropping like flies, insinuating that people are just dying on here like flies. Remember the flies. Remember eating roaches. Remember somebody trying to make a whole big deal about a fly in the house of mine. They're dropping like flies, is what was said. And that's what made Sakina say something, which then made me look at the thing. And then it made me caution her with what she would say because we don't have any information at that moment to support that. But I am, again, as John Frank just pointed out when he was here, I'm on somebody else's panel, so I don't have any control of what is said. I can only give cautionary moments.
When I see Mama Cynthia on her wall, what first thing I said, Sakina, whoever that was in your that troll, that was her.
All right, so which troll are you trying to identify? The one that came in, the second one, or the first one, or both of them? Because one in the same, or the bottom line is what's the blue troll that you just put up here? The one with the YouTube something collector, whatever.
Hold on. This one?
Right. So the fact collector, right? The bottom line is this is somebody who's trolling who cannot come around you in their own identity.
That's what I told her.
So they
But
just they are somebody that if they was in their true identity, they would not be accepted over here. So they still trying to communicate with folks, knowing that they on the
Okay.
outside.
The reason why I identified that kind of troll's personality, right? I'm saying it's somebody who wants to be around the folks, but don't want them to know that it's them. And for the record, then, now, and forever, I don't give a fruit in any about any of these troll accounts. They're not significant for me. I would not be wasting my energy trying to identify them. If you want to hide who you are because you can't come and engage with me as yourself, then you are weak and you can keep your information to yourself.
Now if you're asking me, could this one have been the one that dropped the first thing and then came back and then put this in here to drop the second thing? Again, if you pay attention to them and then you start making content after what they said, then they've won. They've
Mm-hmm.
been able to build the narrative. The only thing
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is when I looked at the name of the other account, it wasn't saying, guess what, so somebody passed away. It was telling you that in its title, but it was saying something else in the chat, right?
And
So
it
all I'm saying
actually, the
is,
other account, it actually spammed the chat. And when it spammed the chat, it said something 3 times. So it came in one time back to back with the same thing stated 3 times. And then the next thing that it wrote, they're dropping like flies.
and how I felt last night is,
Exactly.
if you can't verify something, I would just take peep at it, like, ooh, that might be true. And then when the second one came in there and say, ooh, that's where we're gonna find out if it's true, because it's gonna go over there and tell us. Like, we already knew based on the fact that it came over here that the announcement was gonna come from the psychic over here, the medium lady over here, the one that I
And
had
I'm
a dream.
sorry that I spoiled the plot because I encouraged her just to read it and keep it to herself. I understand that you guys predictively program the platforms that you want to antagonize and you want to get your information out to and who you want to um I see it. And I spoiled that. And by any means, it was not intentional for me to spoil that. I was just being myself and not wanting to be part of Trollgate.
You was gonna hear it from the I had a dream. So we knew where it was gonna come out. At least I knew that's where it was gonna be. So was I surprised in the morning time? No, not at all.
I was.
You were surprised?
listen, no, I wasn't surprised.
I was
I
surprised
told
that she.
Sakina,
I was surprised that she passed away. I was surprised that
Oh,
that she posted it because again, Mama Cynthia didn't mess with her. So that's why
no,
I was
you went
surprised that
no,
she
Steph,
posted it.
listen. So now you ask, why is the cemetery? This is all they do is play with people's dead folks. I just want to leave it alone because I don't want to say too much on this particular passing, because I don't want to have nobody speaking to me about it. So I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Well,
Okay.
Monica, let me give you my input real quick, right?
Well,
I
she
feel
just
like
want to leave it alone.
wait, hold
Yeah,
on,
but
hold on,
Frank,
hold on.
she just wants to leave it alone. Like basically,
Monica,
No,
can I
I'll
she's
give
going
you
listen
my
to.
to
input
his.
on that real
No,
quick?
I'll listen. Wait a minute. I'll listen to his input. I'm just saying I don't want to have no more further input
Okay.
on it
Yeah.
because this is
Okay.
what they do, and they just prove it's a cemetery. They always playing with people's dead folks. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to see the outskirts of it, and I think she'll be able to relate because she watches the same shows I watch. So I'm thinking of this shit like a court of law, right? And if Sakina brought this to a court of law as evidence, with the evidence that she has thus far, it's not substantial enough to make the case that
John, this was what was killing me. This is the start of things that were adding to the list of things killing me. What kind of court would we take this to? Is it the preponderance of the evidence? The preponderance of the evidence could lean the way that Sakina is thinking. A circumstantial case, are we talking about a criminal case? The preponderance of the evidence is a lower burden to prove anything. When you have a lower burden to prove anything, you can almost get anything approved. That a reasonable person, the standard is what would a reasonable person think? That's the standard. That's why I had to start writing.
LTG is the troll that she thinks LTG is. Because everything she said to blame LTG, I could make the same case for Yvonne, and Yvonne put it up first, and Yvonne actually had
When I
motive.
listened to the video this morning and the replay, what I was hearing was Sakina navigating both creators in some way, maybe being responsible. That's what I heard when I went to the replay. But when I'm here for the first time, not having had the information from the beginning, I'm only getting this information.
But
They
I
both
said, but
have
but in the
motive.
beginning, you got to understand. I don't leave neither one of them out. She makes the post first, right? Again, it narrows down to 11:59, whatever the case may be. I
And
don't start getting
understand this.
trolled.
Sakina is still saying, I'm on facts. That's what it was until exactly. So Sakina, you've got to control this better. And I see you getting frustrated. You got to control this better.
Lovely don't make her post till like maybe 45, let's say maybe 30 minutes later, because she's hers is right behind Yvonne's. If Yvonne say 12 hours, Lovely say 11 hours, and so forth and so forth. So when I go back to my pictures, I'm seeing what time I took the pictures, the screenshots of what's in my chat. That's
And
how
what
I
I'm saying,
narrowed everything down with them
and Monica,
posting the way that they post. You understand what I'm saying, Monica? If I'm showing you this and I went back to see how many hours, by the time I find out, it's
This is when
15
I was looking
hours.
for my
I
first Motrin. I instantly went to find me a Motrin.
go back December the 28th. That makes it 11:56.
all right,
You
Monica,
understand
what
what
I'm
I'm saying,
telling you
Monica?
is, Monica, what I'm telling you is, Yvonne posted it first, right? It's quite possible LTG seen Yvonne post it, did her own due
But
diligence,
personally,
and
we
then
don't give a
posted.
fuck about none of that shit because we know the troll came in the room. Like, hello? Like We was there. The only thing is that because I said, or we didn't exploit it. We didn't react the way it wanted us to react. And I'm going to say this just for the people in the cheap seats. When you have been doxxed by these people and they have doxxed you, what they turn on is a little thing to get an update. And anytime they get an update, they know that there's been a change in status in your life. You go and you get a new job, guess what? There's a change in status in your life because maybe you apply for credit somewhere, it changes your job. You move and you get a change of address. Whatever tool there, Karen always calls it been verified. Whatever tool that they pay to run that report on you the first time, they click a little button that says, provide me with an update. So it's very possible before people were having medium, before they became a medium, right? Meaning that some kind of psychic and predicted that somebody died after the fact. That's not what happened. Their little reporting system sent them out a notification that there was a change in the person, some kind of status change in the person. And they went and they looked it up, and lo and behold, the person is deceased. Guys, y'all not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. I was sleeping last night and I had a dream that one day we will all be friends, and came out here and put that up there. Now imagine the two of them, the two content creators in question, were just part of a whole nother big dispute about who was the TikTok troll. Come on, somebody. Both of those accounts are not even getting along at this moment because one got mad. It's the whole Michi thing over there that I don't want to get myself into. But if you know the content and you know the players, you know the situation. This is when Huggy said that he was being what? Somebody was trolling him in his TikTok account. And he blamed a person. And then she got mad at two other people because they just went with it. Nobody had a consultation with her. Yada dee, yada da, yada dee, yada da. So imagine these two trolls. One comes inside there and writes, got the whole title that they created 7 minutes before they came in there writing, and then turned around. And the other troll came in there like, oh no, you're not going to come out with this first. Look at this. She just had a premonition the other day. She just told the people on her live that she just dreamed about this lady. Now, the night that this happened, I was all with Sakina because in my thought pattern, I was like, this is just one troll. And the troll came in, one person operating two troll accounts. And it's the same person. One person means the same operating two troll accounts. That's what I thought the night that Sakina and I was on the panel. But when more information started to develop, I went back to my recollections of the YouTube, what is it, Truth Collector, whatever the hell the name of that one is. And I was like, this sounds more like that person to me. But can I definitively say it's any troll account? No, not in the least bit. You know who used to be able to troll Whisperer because she had a system out here and it was banging people in the heads and they didn't know how it was getting banged. And then Karen came out here and told everybody the secret to her stuff. I told her when I saw her doing that, you should have never done that. You should have kept that secret to yourself You could have always been identifying them on your own. That was a powerful weapon you had amongst the cemetery. But nevertheless, here's where we are. And just for my own disclaimer, I'm not accusing anybody of being anything. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, this is a hypothetical um reality where people make up shit every day. It's fictional anyway. If the shit applies, if it don't apply, let it fly. If the shit applies, say goodbye. I don't give a fuck.
Did it right after, right? So when the troll comes in her page, it still does not make it LTG. All I'm saying is the scenario that she's bringing together
I don't
is not
know about her
substantial.
posting anything though, John. You cannot make that apart because Monica and I are on a panel. So Sakina is oblivious
But
to
you're not
anything
getting to
about a
what I'm
post.
saying. What I'm
No,
saying is
how
the
does that
evidence
make
that you
sense
brought
though?
thus far
No,
is not
how does it make
substantial
sense?
enough for it to
How?
be heard for a
No,
fact.
how could it be? Because Sakina, understand,
Nobody knows who any of the troll accounts are for what, John? A fact. Until they really get busted. Now, Karen has went over there on her channel and she has showed you how she caught Louisiana Purchase lying about troll accounts and then her subsequently coming out here or consequently coming out here and disclosing that she was the troll account. Oh, I guess you forgot, which is now the account started out trolling. Logic Nation. Where is Logic Nation? Y'all try to discredit my bestie. Y'all try to call her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But you still engage with the other party on here who has done the things that Karen has identified. One more time. Oh, I guess you forgot. Belonged to that woman. Then she changed it to the current channel. It started as one troll scenario. No, get two capital K's up in there before she say something. But that's just where we are at. And every time that Karen gets closer to things, y'all try to discredit her more with other things and have other weapons formed against her. But they have not prospered because if you're paying close attention, she's been dead on. She talks about Sakina is putting it up there 16 troll account. She talks about they must have a significant number of viewers on there, subscribers on there. But that's all an equation that Karen has. And I don't want to speak on something that I don't have all the information about. But I keep an open mind now when these subjects come up. And then you hear the woman attacking Karen in the way that she's attacking Karen, or when she's attacking Monica because she wants to get to Karen vicariously through Monica. That's why there's an assault on worship.
I am oblivious to anything, not until this morning. So how could they be coming in there to trick me? I don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh, I didn't even, Nunya, the skits and giggles, I didn't even want to talk about it. I didn't even want to talk about it because the minute Karen saw that she was the first thing over there in the skits and giggles, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that other subway mofo is starting to look sus right now. He coming up stinking. But at the end of the day, I don't want it. Monica Mo Justice don't want to have no parts in y'all troll events.
I don't
Because I
even
already
know.
explained that Yvonne has motive, right?
Oh my
I explained
God.
Yvonne's motive. Yvonne
Don't forget Nike Town, because when Karen hit the shit out of Nike Town, this woman came up here and was like, she goes behind the scenes and she sends emails to the YouTube and gets it. But you know what happens? Everybody knows the troll. So let's ride, y'all. Let's ride. Let's ride for a moment. Everybody knows if you hit somebody with a copyright, what happens? It goes to the person, and then what does the person do? And then what is the next step? When a person is willing to lose their channel, then identify who they are. Ha. Gotcha.
does not get along with LTG as a current, right? Michi's in the chat. Yvonne's been pushed back out. Yvonne don't fuck with you neither. You just said you was cursing
I
around, calling
told
her
you.
this, and that,
I told you.
right?
You cannot
So
throw
wait,
none of
hold
that
on. Let me
in there.
finish. Let me
Hold
finish.
on.
What happened to Dirty Delete? Where are all of these troll accounts that were supplanting people's content over there for show and tell? Who the owners? Raise your hand. You can come out of the bushes. It's safe.
No,
I
no,
got
no. I'm
you.
not going to
Let me
let you
finish and I
finish
got you.
because,
Let
and
me
the
finish
reason why
and I
I'm not
got
letting you finish, the reason why
you. Go
I'm
ahead.
not,
It's
because
your
I
panel.
told
Go ahead.
you if I had been busting.
No, the reason why she's not letting you finish, it's not because it's her panel and she wants to stop you from speaking. It's because you're trolling at this moment. But I realize that this is you being you. But look at how this is look at the tension in the air. That you said, listen, when I'm on panels, I don't want to have this tension. Look at how it is developed. And see if there's something that you could do differently at in these times.
Yvonne's ass, causing her razor teeth, calling her all kinds of bitches for the past 3 weeks. Trolling would have
And that's
been,
motive. Is
hold
that not
on,
motive,
trolling,
Monica?
she would have been trolling me on behalf of.
So in the court, they don't look for motive. They look for intention. If you look at if you look at any law, if you look at any charge that someone gets when they kill somebody and they put it under they give them a homicide charge, a murder charge, it is looking for intentionality. It is not looking for motive. No, there is not any case where the prosecution is required to establish a motive. Motive would be nice, but you don't have to have it. Why didn't I say that last night? I'm on Sakina's platform. I'm Monica Mo Justice over here. I do Mo Justice over here. That's why I'm reviewing this. And this is the stuff I want to speak on. But I don't want to speak on it on other people's platforms, having a whole bunch of arguments about things that are just factual with people that are not engrossed in it. I don't want to have those kind of discussions outside of my comfort zone. It just makes for bad optics, and I don't want to build bad optics. That whole exchange with Myron, that's a bad optic. I'm too damn old for some drunk motherfucker to tell me that I look like I'm almost dead. You don't know how many your mamas I wanted to come out with at that moment. But I was in somebody else's environment, so I just swallowed the shit. That's why he went to his environment. Then he tried to say, guess what? Sakina came over here, Monica, because she was trying to cop a plea. I'm like, yo, this dude is way too much. It's just way too much.
Herself. Nobody knew that Mama Cynthia was going to pass away.
Monica, does Yvonne have motive?
Everybody. Listen, I want you to stop right now. I want you to look inside your phone. I want you to turn on your camera and look at yourself and say, today I am living, and what is certain is one day I will be deceased. The only thing that matters is what I do between here and at that time. So if you walk out the door and you become deceased after you walk out the door, it only mattered what you did between here and when you walked out that door. One more time. If you are living, anything that is living shall die. Go back to the book of Genesis. When sin entered, so did death.
With what Sakina just told you. That's all I'm trying to make clear. Does Yvonne have motive?
She would have been trolling me when I was already out here dragging her.
That's what you feel. That's what you feel. It don't make it.
No, she was just, somebody was sitting, two people. One person came in here 7 minutes in, wrote what the fuck they wanted to write. The next person came in there and was like, wait a minute. You know who that is? That's the person that had a dream. It could be one and the same, or it could be one and the other. It could be reverse. But the only problem with that is that fact collector. So this is going to be a compliment. It pays more attention to details when they write. Don't have all that crazy ass spelling like the Riri over there in Louisiana Purchase. So that's a process of elimination for me if I was to be analyzing it.
Did it any which way whenever she did. You're deciding the factor of when she did it and why.
I was not being.
Yes, Louisiana Purchase. I said the other motherfucker writes better than you, is better than you at trolling, is more acceptable than you at trolling. You know why? Because I don't believe it's you.
Thing is,
at all, bro,
I'm not getting that far into it. You're digging
and they
deep
told
into
me
it.
about Mama Cynthia.
Listen, I'm on the outskirts of the conversation where I'm saying, does she not have motive? That's all I'm saying.
It don't make sense
does she not have motive? It's not about making sense. I'm asking you a simple question.
You want me to say, no, I'm not.
Does she have motive?
No.
So how do you go on somebody's panel and browbeat them like this?
She does not know, because guess what? She would have been doing it. She would have, as I would have been being trolled for at least.
Okay, and Monica, I say the opposite.
No.
She's been trolled for the. She's been talking about her for the last 3 weeks. So her motive is to get both of them to fight each other.
You cannot ask me a question.
Why can't you let me tell Monica my motive though?
No.
I'm trying to talk to Monica. You're stopping me from telling her what I'm trying to say.
A question.
You said no. You answered it. Can I ask
No.
Monica now?
You're going to tell
See, you
me
keep saying no. I
somebody is,
want to ask
I'm
Monica.
dragging
You
somebody
said
on
no.
YouTube.
Bro, I
She comes
asked you the
trolling me about
question,
something that,
Sakina. Sakina,
no.
I asked you, does she have motive? You said no. Now, can I ask Monica the same fucking
No,
question?
if she
Can I
did,
ask
she would
Monica
have
the
been
same
doing it
question I
three
asked you,
weeks
though?
ago. She
Sakina.
would have been
Oh my
doing it
goodness.
3
Sakina,
weeks
I heard
ago.
what you said. Why are you being repetitive? Can I ask Monica the same
Because the
question I
way you're
asked
trying to
you?
end it,
No, I'm trying to ask Monica the same question I asked you to see what her opinion is, because I already got your opinion. You
you
said
guess
no.
what? It's not your,
Why can't
it's
I
not,
ask
I don't
Monica
get
her
you, it's
opinion?
what happened, it's me. So how's she going to give an opinion on something that happened with me? How?
I'm asking
You're,
Monica
you're
about
doing it
motive. The
from
same
when
question
you don't
about
want to
motive.
hear it.
Does
No,
she
no, no, no,
have
no, no, no,
motive?
no.
That's
You
what I
don't
was gonna
want
ask
to
Monica.
hear it.
I was
You
gonna ask
don't want
Monica. Can I
to
talk
hear
for one
it.
second? Because you're not letting me talk now. Because you frustrated, and I'm not cool with that. We was talking
I'm
before
not
just
cool
fine,
either. Because
and
you
now
want to
that you
know something?
frustrated,
You
you're
kept
not
cutting me
letting me
off.
talk. You're not letting
You
me
kept
talk
cutting
because
me
you don't
off.
like what I'm saying. That's
No,
not
it's not that
fair.
I don't like what you're saying. You never let me
Yo, I'm
finish
letting you
saying
talk.
what I was saying.
Bro, you're
You
being
want to know
repetitive. You're
her
gonna say the
opinion.
same shit again. I don't want
Guess
to
what?
ask you the
Her
question
opinion.
though.
Go ahead,
You're
Monica. What's your
stopping me from
opinion?
asking
What's your
Monica a
opinion,
question,
Monica?
bro.
What is your
Can
opinion,
I ask
Monica?
That's not what her opinion. That wasn't my question. I was
Yes, you
asking
did
her,
ask that.
does she think? Does she
What is your
think
opinion?
that? Does she think that? Can you stop
Do
interrupting
you
me?
think this was fair to Monica?
For 1 second, please? Does she think that Yvonne has motive with what Sakina presented? That's all I was gonna ask her. That's it, bro. You flipping on me. You won't even let me ask her opinion on that.
You
I think
asked
she
your
has
opinion.
motive. You
Oh
think
my
she
God.
doesn't, right?
Oh my
I'm not
God.
done. I think she has motive. You think she doesn't. I just want to ask Monica, what do you think? Because I think the motive is there. You think it's not there. That's all I
Like I
want to
said,
ask,
Monica,
bro.
let me say that. Hold on, Monica, before you answer that. Again, I was dragging her for 3 weeks. I would have been being trolled. You understand what I'm saying? I do not believe in my mind that it's going to take for Mama Cynthia to pass away for her to come over here and start trolling me
You're
about
guiding her.
Mama
You already
Cynthia.
said that.
You understand what I'm
You're
saying?
guiding her. You already
I'm not
said that,
guiding
and
her
you're
nothing.
guiding her.
I'm not
So why
because
you
you
keep
would not
saying
let
it?
me finish
You keep
saying
repeating
what
it.
the fuck I was saying. You wouldn't let me
Why
finish
are you
that
getting so angry, bro? You're getting too
because you
angry
would
for a
not because
regular
you're telling
conversation.
me because you are
Listen,
telling me I
why are
am
you
guiding her.
yelling
I'm
though?
not
We've been
guiding her.
talking
You
for
would not
hours.
let me finish
I don't like
saying
the way you
what
yelling at me
I
though.
was saying. So now
Can
she
you
know what I
please
was
stop?
saying.
Can you please stop? No, you guiding her because you want to
I
strenuate
ain't
your
got no.
point
You're not gonna
instead
tell
of
me to
just
stop.
letting her
You're
answer
not
the
gonna tell
question.
me to please
She's a
stop.
smart
You're not gonna
person.
tell me to
She
please
heard you
stop
the
and
first
continue
time,
on
just like I
talking.
did.
You're not gonna tell me to please stop and just continue on saying what you want to
You
say
won't
to
even
me.
let me. You're being manipulative. You're being
Monica,
controlling where you won't let me ask
Monica,
somebody else a question
Monica,
because you're
I'm gonna
frustrated.
be quiet while you answer whatever it is he's about to ask you. I'm going to be
I started a poll. I'd appreciate your response to the poll. I'm going to give the poll 1 minute before I stop the poll. I appreciate your participation in the poll. Although there's 40 of you folks inside of here, 40 plus, I got almost half of you to respond to the poll. The question is this fair to the content creator, Lakina, what you're hearing in the exchange of being on the panel? We're talking about effective communication.
Quiet, right? While
So
he
go ahead.
answers. No. When I'm
Oh my
ready.
God, you procrastinating everything for no reason. Just
No,
let her
I'm not.
answer the question. We've been
No,
talking
I'm
just
not.
fine for hours. Why are we
No, I'm
arguing
not.
now? Can we go back to
Because
how
I
we
don't
was,
like how you're
please?
coming
No,
off.
I
Because
don't want
guess
to
what?
argue with you. We good. We have a
I don't like
disagreement.
how you're
That's it.
coming
I
off.
have to
You're
respect
trying
your
to end my
opinion. You have
shit.
to respect my
Okay,
opinion.
well,
That's
you
what it
don't
really
respect
comes down
mine.
to. And we've
You
been
don't
doing that
respect
just
mine.
fine all night. So I don't know
You
why
don't
all of a
respect mine.
sudden, when
Okay,
we've been saying the
anywho.
same thing all night,
Oh my
why all of a
God.
sudden now is the problem? We've already
Oh
had
my
this
God.
conversation earlier with no problem and we respecting each other. So what I don't understand is why
Oh
now
my
we
God.
arguing when we having the same argument.
Oh
That's
my
all.
God.
When we
Oh
presented it
my
to
God.
Uni, we didn't
Oh
get
my
into no
God.
fights.
Oh my
I just don't
God.
want to fight with you.
Oh my
Remember what I
God.
told you my goal
Oh my
was?
God.
To end this live
Oh
with
my
you, not to
God.
be fighting with you,
Oh my
Sakina.
God.
But you
Oh my
tweaking right
God.
now.
Oh my God.
If you tweaking
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
You
Oh
see?
my God.
All right, Monica, just answer the question then, because she gonna
Oh
keep
my
saying, "Oh my
God.
God." She tweaked.
So in the cemetery, they got zombies around here. So let me just make sure with
You so stupid, Monica. You was talking about in the cemetery they got zombies around here. Like, uh
out either one of you. I'm just going to summarize what I heard. Sakina believes that it was LTG who trolled in her account. John believes that it was in her stream last night. So Sakina believes it was LTG who trolled in her stream last night.
It could be either
John
one.
believes, huh?
She
It could
thinks
be
it's
either. It could be
either
And
either one
Sakina,
of them. It could be
okay.
either
either
one.
Yvonne.
now basically that had been Sakina's position earlier before John Frank got on the platform. I listened to it before he got on the platform. That was Sakina's position. Period. If it went left, right, or right now, her initial position had always been that it could be either one of those two people.
Or
Okay.
LTG, she's saying.
Okay. And John believes that it is um
Not substantial evidence enough to put it on
y'all
LTG
got
yet
me to
because we don't
no,
have
no,
enough
but
proof.
listen,
John, this is the next issue that bothered me. This is the next one that bothered me.
but stop. That I'm gonna have to say something to you, John, and I want you to really listen to what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And that's why I was trying to break down both persons' position at this moment.
But you
So,
ducked my
but
question though. That wasn't my question. You
I'm
know that, right?
what was your question?
My question was, because we was arguing about motive, right?
No, no,
And I
don't go
said,
into because we was arguing about motive. What is your
no, all right,
question?
all right. My question was, do you think that Yvonne has motive to set LTG up and make it look to where LTG looks like being that
I should have let this play itself out. This is a crazy fucking question. Knowing that you don't want to have no dispute with none of these hoes on here, right? This is a crazy fucking question. I'm going to have to take it back a second. And I hate to do that, but
One of them. It could be
Okay.
either
either
one.
Yvonne or
Okay.
LTG, she's saying.
Okay. And John believes that it is um
Not substantial evidence enough to put it on
y'all
LTG
got
yet
me to
because we don't
no,
have
no,
enough
but
proof.
listen, but stop. That I'm gonna have to say something to you, John, and I want you to really listen to what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And that's why I was trying to break down both persons' position at this moment.
But you
So,
ducked my
but
question though. That wasn't my question. You
I'm
know that, right?
what was your question?
My question was because we was arguing about motive, right?
No, no,
And I
don't go
said,
into because we was arguing about motive. What is your
no, all right,
question?
all right. My question was, do you think that Yvonne has motive to set LTG up and make it look to where LTG looks like being that Yvonne might be the troll?
So you gotta
Would
have a
that be
question.
unusual?
So let me
Does she
acknowledge your
not have a
question.
motive being what
Let me,
Sakina said?
John. I'm trying to get conversation together. I hear what you're saying. This is what I hear you saying. Monica, I had a question for you. Does LTG have does Yvonne have motive to troll? Like you understand what I'm
To set
saying?
up LTG based off what Sakina said. Because Sakina said she's been arguing, cursing her out for the last 3 weeks. So
Please hold. I gotta get a piece of paper.
once Sakina said that she's been cursing her out for the last 3 weeks, I said, oh, there go her motive. She has motive to not like Sakina. That's
Okay.
my logic. That's
You
all.
cannot say, can I say something now? Monica,
control. All right. After that, okay, I'm just going to let it play itself out.
he was not around when I just sat up here and explained to him what happened between me and Yvonne. It is not she.
I found myself doing the same thing too, explaining something, knowing that he's going to come back a certain way. And I hate that I had to do it or found the need to do it. And I made myself a promise I will never, ever do that again. I will never anticipate somebody's thought when I'm trying to make my own independent opinion be known.
He has motive not to like Sakina. Me and Yvonne have been going through something, right? For the past, but not maybe.
There is an open TikTok. Who's the TikTok troll over there dispute that came up? That's an open and valid dispute out there that predates anything that Sakina is saying right now.
Almost a month now, right? I've been out here cussing her out. I would have been being trolled, is what
Okay.
I'm trying to explain to you, John. I understand you're
No, I
saying,
get that. And I get what
oh
you're
my
saying
God, never
too.
mind. I'm going back on mute.
No, I'm sorry for
Okay.
cutting you off. Go ahead, finish, Sakina. No, you're right. I cut her off. But I agree with her.
Where's my YouTube book? Hold up. I'm
Go ahead,
trying to get
Sakina,
my
finish.
YouTube
My
book.
bad for cutting you off. It was my fault. I'm taking accountability for it. Can you please finish? I did not mean to cut you off. I want to have a conversation.
Okay, I
My
appreciate
bad.
that. I had, and maybe it could have been like I said, it could have been 3 weeks, it could be a month now, but I have been out here already cussing her out all kinds of shit because of how she played in my face, right? So, like you said, think logic about it. I would have been being trolled already, is what I was trying to explain to you for the past 3 weeks. I can see being trolled within these 3 weeks, and that troll came in there last night. You understand what I'm saying? It wouldn't be such a oh, like what the hell is going on? It wouldn't be that. You understand what I'm saying? If I had already been being trolled while I was out here dragging Yvonne.
And I understand completely what you're saying, and I know you understand what I'm saying. I know we understand what we're saying to each other. It's not that I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying that it's wrong. It's just I just have a difference of opinion because I feel like because you've been getting into it with her for the last 3 weeks, that qualifies as motive for her because she doesn't like you and she also doesn't like her. That's why I qualified her as motive. Because
She ain't been out
to
saying
me,
nothing.
it's sensible. It makes sense. But
She didn't.
I'm not saying it's the fact. No, I'm saying it's a fact that the motive's there. Motive is fact. Not saying she did it is a fact. But motive, if you cursing her out for the last 3 weeks and she wants to get back at you whenever, that's motive. She has motive to do it because y'all been getting into it as of recently. That's my point. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. I get what you're coming from too.
That lady ain't been responding to shit I've been saying.
Sakina, light your blunt
Okay.
like I'm lighting my blunt. I'm not arguing a little bit. We're doing so good tonight.
No, it's not that.
It's
I'm
not
because
that
like
it's not that y'all the problem is each one of you has a this each one of you has the problem Monica's having right now with this topic is I know where this is going to go I'm foreseeing the bigger issues that the two of you are just acting oblivious to right now. There's going to be a set of people that are going to be mad that y'all even having this conversation, who's the troll again, while they are mourning the passing of
We
someone.
talked about that. I brought that to Sakina's attention, and Sakina acknowledged it,
So
but
we
yeah.
she also
shouldn't be
said that
talking about this any further right now, just not to
no, I
have the
get it.
other
We did that
argument.
hours ago, Mo, but you got to understand, this is Sakina panel, right? I told Sakina that because that's how I would feel if it was my people. Sakina acknowledged it. She said what she said to the people, but also she feel. You tell them, Sakina. I don't want to tell them how you
No,
feel.
I
No,
don't.
no,
You
no,
went.
no, no. I'm
Yeah.
just
Go ahead, Mo.
no. I know it's the optics of things, and this is what the trolls want people to do when they come in trolling. And you
Yeah.
feeding right into it is what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta not give it life, and that's what I was saying to Sakina last night. Right? It wasn't. You
Yeah.
can we can't be on the
Yeah.
live and verify it because
Yeah.
we didn't. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we
I want to drop it off the strength. It might bother other people, but
But John, you
that's
said
me. I
that.
can't tell Sakina how to feel.
No, 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 no. Don't say tell Sakina because when Mo came up, you the one who basically like, yeah, well, tell her what happened, tell her what was going
No, but
on. And
earlier,
don't
you know why?
don't
Because earlier, I'm sorry, I cut you off again. You right.
just when Mo came up just now, because we were talking about something totally different, right? When Mo came up, you asked her, you started asking her what was her opinion, this, that, and the third on it, and all that other stuff. In some parts, Mo said she really didn't want to get into it and talk about it, because she didn't want backlash or anything too. But John,
I
you
did.
kept
I
going
did. You're
through it.
right. You're right. I pushed. I
So,
wanted to know because I felt like the motive part is obvious.
yes, but
And
but
However, that's not his fault because every adult has the ability to walk away from a conversation respectfully. So no one can blame him for being the person that made you speak on something you don't want to speak on.
John, that's the
yeah,
impulsivity you have. You need to know the answer to some things, right? You could put a pencil, you could put, well, they say a pen, you could put a pen in this so that the mourning process on the internet can go forward. This situation will
no,
always be the same.
I get you. But if you was here in the beginning and you seen, if that was the case, it would have been dropped right there. But I feel like, and if I'm wrong, stop me.
I don't feel like this is the thing that be frustrating for me. I feel like sometimes I'm speaking to folks and I just spoke and they'll say, Yeah, I heard what you said. I agree with that. And then they still going on with whatever their initial thought was. They did not slow down, stop, rethink it, change track trajectories. They just kept on going. So y'all know I have a hard stop in 50 minutes. So I will be ending this in 50 minutes no matter where it ends, and wherever it ends, that's where I'm gonna end the conversation because I'm not gonna come back and do a point two on this. Um, because I don't like to channel traffic. I think you would already have my points.
Sakina, but I feel like Sakina wasn't jacking that. I told her that, and I tried to tell her like, yo, maybe we shouldn't talk. Maybe we should just drop it. And I don't feel like what I got from her is she gonna talk about what she want to talk about. It's her panel. That's what I got from her.
No, you
Unless
ain't.
I'm wrong.
No. You ain't get that from me. But I did say to you, I do agree with that, and I also said I can't apologize about how I feel because again, a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we mess with Miss Mama Cynthia real hard. I didn't say, oh, I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I did
No,
agree
I
with
didn't
you,
say. I
though.
said that's what I felt. I said that's what I felt. I didn't say you said that. I
Well,
said
I'm
that's what I
sorry you
took from
sound
it.
like that, sir. Got me looking at this man up here with this
So
toy
do you want to
breath.
let it go? Do you want to let it go and not talk about it no more? Because
You, when
that's what I was
No,
Monica,
it's
trying to
not the
push when I
fact
brought
that
it up.
it's not
No,
the
I'm
fact that
asking.
she won't talk about it no more. It's just looking at the optics of it. Is it the most appropriate time?
oh,
Yeah,
it's
but when
not.
I brought it up, if I got the wrong impression of it, what was her? What? How did you feel? Like, what's the move forward? Are we gonna not talk about it moving forward? Are you still talking about it? Like, how do you feel about it, Sakina?
Um, I made a page inside of my YouTube book for it. Not, my topics get a page for it. So if I'm hearing both of you correctly, Sakina, which troll account? And I'm gonna go to you too, John. So let me just get Sakina's full answer. Um, the one that was trolling in Mama Cynthia's name.
Hmm.
Who do you think that was?
I think that was lovely.
Okay. And the one that was trolling in the YouTube collector's name, who do you think that was?
Her too.
Okay. All right. And now you're also saying, but based on the information that John brought you in his alternative theory, you're now saying which one do you believe is a possibility to be Yvonne?
I don't,
You don't.
that
You
right there.
don't. So
Exactly.
then, okay. So then, because you did say
You did
when,
earlier.
wait, stop, John. John, I got this. I got this.
That confused me when I listened to the beginning of the video. And in the beginning of the video, she was saying it could be either one of them. And that's before John Frank hit the panel.
You did say a few
Yeah.
minutes ago that it's a possibility it could be both of them.
Hmm.
Right. So I was just trying to figure out, had you decided what could be Yvonne's part?
No, and again, the
Okay,
reason.
so we'll just leave you with, you got trolled. You believe that the first account that came in with the announcement was
Mhm.
actually LTG, and then the one the troll collector came in throwing you the fact that this is what she might have done. Okay, great. Now, John,
Coincidence. I had a dream. Yeah, this is a coincidence. And it's,
the I had a dream. So one was the announcement, and the other one was the I had a dream, and you
yeah,
believe both
exactly.
of them is LTG.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's what you believed last night when it happened.
No, I
Well,
believe last
no.
night. No, I didn't. Mind you,
Even as
last
of
night I
now.
didn't. Mind you, last night I didn't. I didn't put anything together because, mind you, you were like, no, don't let that be no distraction. Okay, so again, when this goes in, when this comes in my chat last night, Monica, follow me. What I'm saying to you now, we got to go with the coincidence and had a dream, right? When that comes in my chat. Not until, like I said again this morning, because I read this last night. When I seen her
This is so funny because now we got to identify the troll by what it said. Coincidence or I had a dream? Okay.
shit talking about, yeah, and I had a dream. And I'm like, yo, that's who the fuck was trolling your chat last night. I don't even know anything about Yvonne at that time.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
but
I'm
Mo,
gonna now
what
move
is a
over
troll's
to
job?
John. I'm
Wait,
gonna
real
move
quick. What
over
is a
to
troll's job,
John.
Mama? A troll's job is to troll. And if that person is a troll, what do you think they're doing trolling? That's my answer.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna help the situation because I'm gonna do the same thing to you. I'm gonna do the same thing to you. So I
All right.
understand. Who do
And
you
Monica
believe?
was here when it happened too,
I
John.
know because I was here. I already know how I feel on the subject. But John, there were two troll accounts. Are you aware of the fact that there were two troll accounts?
Through Sakina, yeah. With
Okay,
what
through
Sakina said, yeah, I believe
okay.
her.
So now, which troll account are you?
Notice how he's answering the question through Sakina. The fact of the matter, because he deals with facts and motives. The fact of the matter is there were two troll accounts that entered the room. And she's shown both of them in the stream.
You saying is Yvonne?
I'm not saying either one is Yvonne. I was
Okay.
just making the case that it's not. It can't. It's not for
How do you make a case but you don't take a position?
sure LTG. My case is I don't think LTG is neither one of the trolls. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so there was one with Mama Simpson's announcement. I'm gonna call it the announcement. Mama Simpson was trolling with Mama Simpson making the announcement, right? And then there was one that informed everybody. What are you calling it? The collector? What are you calling it, Sakina? The second one? Because the second one is gonna be here forever. Because what Sakina was showing us last night was one account was built 7 days ago. So whoever
No,
built the
7 years ago. One account
oh,
was 7 years ago, and another one had been the Mama Cynthia account. The announcement that was 7 minutes ago, and there was another one. I think I
okay.
gotta go look. That had been 6 years ago.
Okay, so that's what was important to me is that one was made 7 minutes before it came in the room. And then the other one came in right behind it with the announcement, which is not the announcement. The other one came in with the what a coinky dink statement, right? The YouTube fact collector. Let me just write that down because YouTube fact collector. Now I'm gonna but you're saying so what I'm hearing John Frank saying is that hey, based on what you said, I'm just saying to you, pump your brakes on LTG as being the suspect when you could have a possibility of it being Yvonne. Is that what you're saying, John?
I'm not saying it's Yvonne, but the way she was
No,
rationalizing
it's
it,
not that.
Do you see the problem? For me, I'm not talking about anybody else, but do you see the problem for me?
I could
No,
make
no.
the case. No, I was making the case as
Okay,
an
but you,
example. The
this
way
is the
she broke it
problem,
down, it
John.
was LTG. I don't know if it's Yvonne because you know what? The same thing I say to Sakine, I say to myself. There's not substantial evidence enough
Oh my
to
God.
put it on Yvonne. But the same way she made the
But
case.
I will acknowledge that he was basically saying he didn't put a thought on it as being Yvonne. He only put Yvonne out there as a motive based on the things that Sakina was saying. Instigation. We've got to be mindful of our conversations and the instigation. Because although this may not be an intentional instigation, because he says that it wasn't, it can incite problems with people down the road.
On LTG, I was using her same strategy, making the case on Yvonne to
Okay,
show her
but
that it's not
John.
for sure. Because her thing was, it's for sure LTG, I know. And I'm just like, how can you come to that conclusion when there's not enough facts on the table?
Just like she was for sure that me, Monica, and Karen was in the back working, and that because they had wrench in my chat, she put it
But
out there in the
I don't
universe,
think she
right?
meant that when she
I know
said it, though.
she said what she meant.
She said it. We got to stop speaking on the behalf of others. I don't think that she meant what she said because you didn't hear it. being launched against us. She said we was working together. That's a fact. Now we dealing with facts. But you're going to say, I don't believe she said that. You're negating a fact. She said that.
We don't say she said what she meant, okay? That's how I look at it. She shouldn't have said it if she didn't mean it. She told it to her audience. She
All
didn't
right,
laugh at
Monica,
it. Hold on.
if
She
she
didn't say
tells her
it. She
audience
didn't say
that
it in a
she's
joking
working, that you
form.
guys,
No,
if
Josh.
she
She
tells her,
didn't say it.
can I talk to someone? If she tells her audience that, um, what is it that Sakina? What is it, Sakina? You made me forget.
You know
If
why
you
you
let me
forgot,
say,
John? Because you want
Because
to
I
cut
can't.
people off. Because you want to cut people off.
You got
Because
what was it, Sakina?
you're speeding. You're
No, you
speeding.
actually forgot,
Because
I'm
not
not.
because you wanted to cut people off, not because you were speeding, because you were defending LTG. And you're later going to say, it's not that I'm defending her, but that's what you was doing. Even when you were given facts.
I'm trying to catch up. Sakina's stronger than me.
no, it's not that Sakina's stronger than you. It's that
Right now,
Sakina,
she's more equipped.
right now, Sakina is convinced of something. And it's hard to make an argument with somebody when they are convinced on their position. So you
yeah.
have to come with your facts to support your position,
And
but
that
not
noise
just
is back in
assert
the
your
background.
position in the mix. Like it's this.
No, I
And
got
then
it. I did that already.
when I
You just
asked
missed it.
you, then you're saying, oh, I'm not saying that it's Yvonne. So if you're not saying that it's Yvonne, what exactly are you saying?
I'm saying it's not LTG.
Okay.
And I made my case why. I said, listen,
You
if
know what I
LTG
forgot
wanted to
to
make
ask him
content,
though at that moment? What do you think I was going to ask? I should have asked him. If you can know for certain that it's not LTG, I'm not even going to write that down. The only way you can speak in absolutes if you are knowledgeable of who did it. Otherwise, everything that we're doing is all an assumption.
out of this, like Sakina or whatever, or bring it out. When Sakina bid on it
Hold
right
on.
now,
No. I don't want to make
wouldn't she
content
had
out
ran
of
with
it.
it if that
No,
was
don't
her
do that.
intention from the
Don't do that.
beginning?
Don't do that. I am going to cut you off now. Don't do that. If LTG want to make content of it like Sakina, Sakina did not intend to make no content out of
Uh,
it. This
I
is
didn't
something
say you
that
meant.
took place.
I almost missed that point again. We have to be mindful of how we say things.
Yes, you
I think you
did.
misheard me.
Yes, you
What
did.
did I say? What did I
You
say?
said if LTG want to make content out of this like Sakina. That's not what my intentions was to know because she put it out here that I'm trying to make money off of this.
No,
And
no,
that's
I
not
didn't
what
say
my
you make
intentions
content.
are.
Listen, you misconstrued me. I said if LTG wanted to make content out of it, you already bit the debate if it was bait, right? You already took the bait. So why would she be like, I don't want to get into it with you if her intention was to make it something with whoever? You get me? And
Man,
then
I
what I
don't know.
told
because
How
at
Sakina
can
this
I say
was,
it's a
point,
bait?
because at
How
this
can I say it
point,
was done in my chat?
because
and
at
then what?
this point, so listen, at this point, it has become content because people are speaking on it. But the fact remains, I need you to go down being funny about the timeline community. If the YouTube fact collector is correct, LTG was already making content out of it. She was slow introducing it.
That's how I feel, Monica, when she told these people that she had a dream, and then that comes
What?
all up.
Just leave it right there. Leave it right there, Sakina. This is the problem, right?
I agreed with her. I said that part was sketchy as fuck. I'm like, I can't explain that sketchy ass part right there. And I told also Sakina, my initial thought on the situation was exactly what Sakina was thinking. But then after really seeing how many people don't like her, and then on top of that with the
Don't like
situation,
who's her? Stop. Who's the pronoun? Don't like her. Who's her?
People,
No. The people don't like her. Who is her?
LTG,
The nigga
Okay,
said the
so the
people.
people
He
don't
said the
like
people.
her. So the people
people
don't
don't
like
like her.
LTG. They're gonna assume that she's this troll.
No, she has enemies out here that are willing to frame her and make it look and appear as if you got to understand this situation right here has to do with all those people that are attached to her, right? And she's coming off not being liked,
Boy,
right? She's
boy, I
coming off
yes,
of,
it
wait,
was.
pause me, let me
How could
finish my
people be
thought.
trying to frame her from last night, John? I don't. You gotta go understand.
Can I
Sakina
just finish
don't
my thought?
know
You can
anything. So
finish
how
your
could
thought.
anybody
Wait a
be
minute,
trying to frame her?
Sakina, 1 minute. John, you can finish your thought, but I need you to put an address on everything. Hers, them, days, and all that
I
other stuff.
remember everything.
It's
When I'm done, write it down. Remember everything you
no.
want to ask me, or just remember it. Because let me just finish the whole story, and then you can fully ask me whatever. But my whole thing is, she just come off being on the outskirts of the community. People fucking. She was on the whatever. Nobody's fucking with her, right? So boom. Soon as I became the bad guy, she kind of became the good guy, and people. She's slowly but surely getting people back in her chat, right? You think she wants to revert backwards when she's trying to bring people in and trying not to disrespect people? Because if she wanted to get on content, she didn't get on my content when it was John did, and she could have. She had all right to. With all the shit I done to her, she could have made a movie and got the coins and all of that. She chose not to. You know why? Because it would have stopped the people from going back over and fucking with her. This girl's playing politics, right? So the last thing she's gonna
Or
want is
all the
beef
people
with.
that agreed to participate in the boycott that then went back over there, she would be exposing them and she would be like kind of saying to them, haha, you're back over here, while she's playing the content about you and offending them further. She was in a lose-lose situation covering you from the beginning. It had no benefit added. You added no value to it if she would have discussed it, because she would have alienated folks, but not for the reasons that you think. She would have alienated them because they back over there when they were all part of the boycott.
Those people, especially over this situation, when she's trying to do the opposite right now. She's not trying to intentionally piss people off. She's trying to bring people in until she has that blow up moment, whenever she has it. But right now, she's on nice mode. If she's on nice mode, she's not going to trigger those people that are attached to that woman to beef with them, because that's the last beef she wants on here.
I'm gonna say I disagree with that, and here are the reasons why. She did a live a few days ago. Maybe it's the morning before she had this dream, because I didn't listen to the video about a dream. I didn't hear nothing about no dream when she did the last video that I heard over there. So I didn't hear a dream. So I can't corroborate the the YouTube fact collector's assertion that
Okay,
she had a
Monica
dream.
from earlier this morning, can't, but I now know what video she had a dream on. Because that's the first other video I went to look at. I had to make notes. So I know which video she had a dream on.
She said out of her own mouth, she don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All she cares about is about making content. She don't care about making no motherfucking friends on here or any of that. So she said, she went into a whole thing. You know how many times people come over here and tell me they don't like somebody in my chat, or they not coming back because so-and-so is here? She said, I don't care about none of that stuff. All I'm here to do is make content. So your theory right now, I'm going to say, I don't believe she cares about keeping any of the people, because all she cares about making content. And as long as the content feeds the people that are there, the audience, she'll make whatever content they are willing to feed onto. So they don't have to come in her room. She said a view is a view no matter what. If they're in the chat, if they on the replay, so she don't care. So you John, making the assumption that she's not going to do this and she's not going to do that for this reason, I'm going to say it's no, because she already said she don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings or any of that. She's just making content, and that's it.
Yeah, but if she was making content, she would have made content when it was time to make content. Why would she skip out on moments to make content? Like right now, her first video to Sakina was, I'm not even going to do this with you. We're not going to whatever with this lady. So if she really wanted to take the bait, she already had the access to it once Sakina called her out. And she's like, You know what I'm saying? Sakina said she
Listen
was
to the
asking her a
language you
question.
use. Take the bait. She
First
already.
of all, John,
If you planted the bait, there's no bait to take. Sakina is the person who takes all the bait, which is why when I was on the platform last night, I was telling her basically to ignore this and not take the bait.
mm,
The bait
Exactly, but
was,
she took the bait. If she would
no,
have
I
of
ignored
didn't.
it,
course,
she wouldn't
No, I
have took the
didn't.
bait.
and she's getting until Sakina, and this is just for Sakina's ears, right? I think this is one of the issues that was prevalent for Karen when it comes to you, is not seeing how these people, and this is back to reckless and the whole shit.
Say it.
All roads flow through you, Sakina. I think John Frank was up here yesterday. He was like, yo, Sakina, this is the panel that like this is the chat that things are coming through. So if somebody wants to start something, they gotta have a ground zero to start it, ignite it, and then it just goes everywhere. You're gonna be the only one, Sakina, talking about who's these troll accounts, while the other places are gonna be nurturing the people over there. And then you're gonna always be on the outcast. It's something maybe I identify because of what we have together. You know, our connection. I could just see that setup. So it's you. But I'm not saying under any circumstances that you shouldn't feel the way that you feel. I'm just telling you the optics of it this may not be the most opportune time to point this out.
Okay.
But it's duly noted. But I'm having one issue with John Frank, because if you come up with an ulterior motive, right? You come up with an alternative suspect or not. Because if you come out here and you say, oh, this sounds like Yvonne could have trolled you with this information.
Damn.
What I'm hearing you saying is, I'm just giving her an alternative person, but I'm not saying it's that person. Why would you? So here's my question. Why would you put that person in the mix if that's not what you're saying?
So, as I was on this panel last night or earlier this morning, Monica here was under the belief that John introduced I was about to say slob on a knob, Yvonne as the person, as the other troll. But having viewed the video from the beginning, and Monica now on her live stream is saying that Sakina already was walking around with those thoughts on her own. They did not come from John Frank. So though I'm here on the panel discussing as if it was a John Frank introduction into this story line, it really wasn't.
Let me get the hers and he's and she's out of it. If Sakina believes that the troll accounts were LTG, why would you tell her that there's an alternative suspect and it's Yvonne?
No, what I said was your proof is not substantial enough to actually say it's her. And I said, if going with what you're saying, I could put it on Yvonne if I go with your logic, the way she was strategizing it. Because I'm like, Yvonne fucking put up the post first. And then on top of that, Yvonne, who gave Yvonne the information? And what relations does Yvonne have to Mama Cynthia? The same questions we asked about LTG. When we was going in on LTG, we asked those same questions. So if we apply those same questions to Yvonne and without those answers, we could easily say it's Yvonne too, possibly. And then she came to that conclusion as well. But my whole thing is, even pointing to that Yvonne is still not substantial proof. All I said was she had motive.
And I'm
Just
going to
because
say
somebody
he
has
is
motive.
correct in what he is saying based on what he brought to the discussion. But that's not what I was under the impression that I had gathered last night. So this is based on the information I have today now. Monica in the future, but Monica in the past didn't have that.
Motive doesn't mean they actually did it. It just means that person and that person had a friction. So it's quite possible that they had motive. That's really it, and that's all.
Okay, so now
I don't want Yvonne to attack me tomorrow talking about you accused me and
no, but that's what I'm asking. That's basically what I'm asking you.
Explains why he said that, because he's not the person that came up with her as being he's not the person that came. He's not the person that came to a conclusion that it was Yvonne. And so I want to make that abundantly clear because I wouldn't want her to be angry at him either, or feel like he did this. Um Based on hearing this part that night opposed to what we now know.
I'm asking you that because there's a consequence behind everything that we do, all of us, any one of us, right? All you was pointing out is that you have reasonable doubt that it is LTG right now. That's what you're saying. You believe that there could be other suspects, and one possibly could be Yvonne. Yes
It's
or
quite
no?
possible it could be her or other people or Yvonne or whoever, but there's just not enough evidence to come to a
So he
real
wants to
solid.
use the terminology not enough evidence to substantiate it being LTG. In the court of law, it's reasonable doubt. There's reasonable doubt in his mind that it is LTG. I just want to bring y'all to the legal terminology because y'all use it all the time and it's not substantial and all this other stuff. Is there reasonable doubt? And if there's reasonable doubt, then you can't find that person guilty. Not all this substantial, all of this other language, that's not, those words don't exist.
Solid conclusion. The conclusion that Sakina came to, I'm not saying it's not unorthodox. I agree with her, but then I'm just looking for solid.
John, you minimize your statement by giving it all the extra stuff. You was just at a point. You said, I do not believe that you have substantial
I can't hear you through the echo. The echo is overpowering. Do you hear it?
I don't hear it.
No, I don't hear it now. It's good now. Wait, I hear it. It sounds like you outside?
No. You might be my heater.
All right, so forget it. If y'all don't hear it, it's just me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Whatever you did, cleared it all out.
Look, I'm in the era of respecting. I wanted to both of us respect each other's opinion because we don't know for sure. Because if we knew for sure, we would just be saying, yo, you did this. And then this morning's live, you said you were asking.
And when I heard that bitch tell me kiss her motherfucking ass.
Well, you would
That
never
didn't make
heard
her
her
guilty.
say kiss my motherfucking ass if you wasn't listening to her. All right. I'm gonna go back to when I come back up here on the panel. Cause I know I went to my computer.
People ain't willing to do on here. I'm done.
Okay. But are you saying that you were just saying that in general because I wasn't here?
I'm saying in general that there's not enough substantial evidence to point it at anybody yet.
I just finished telling you, as of last night, I would have thought it was all LTG, and I gave you the reasons why I would have thought it was all her. And now I said, thanks for coming up here and shining some light on this YouTube, on the YouTube fact collector, because the fact collector has been in my comments and has given me a bunch of facts, right? Or their opinion on things, right? And it's been written in such a way, I never considered it to be Yvonne, but now that I look at the information and how it conveys its information, I would say the fact collector is Yvonne. And it's only because of you got somebody come in here trolling and doing what it did. And then the fact, because remember, one thing about the troll, it gave you some information in its title, right? What its title was, right? But when it was writing in the chat, it was saying, why didn't so-and-so tell you, why didn't so-and-so tell you their YouTube mama died?
Yeah.
So but Monica, is any of this substantial enough to point the blame at somebody? Seriously. Where all we got in front of us.
So that's it, John. Your question is there anything substantial enough to point the blame at somebody? Boom. End your question there. When you then go into a whole bunch of stuff, you're preventing the person from answering your question. So is it substantial enough to blame LTG for being these accounts? If a person, yes, and I'm gonna say yes, if a person strongly believes that it's that person. Now you
Just
have a right, John. This thing right here is annoying ASF. I didn't realize they became the troll community. It's like, you remember that the Brothers Grimm story when the guy was underneath the bridge in the cemetery? Now there's probably some kind of like bridge that the swamp goes through, and guess what happens? Pops out to catch a troll. Say no. And then that's when people say we agree to disagree. And that ends the dispute. You know that each person. But for the record, I'm up here just talking about effective communication and how we got to do better in communicating with each other so that we can have meaningful dialogue.
But that's if you would have seen the beginning live or wherever we was, that's where we was at with it the whole time. It just got hostile now. I don't know why, but we had these same answers. She had the same answers. I had the same answers. But when you watch the replay, you're just gonna see like we just redid it all over. But the only thing was, before we were so respectful of each other's feelings, both of us, and just this time it got passionate. And maybe I said something that triggered her. I don't know what I said, but I could have said something that probably just got mad. And then after that, it was up. But
John,
before this, we had this conversation for hours, and it was great.
After you finish talking, I really want to ask you a question because of the simple fact, right? I don't think I don't think that you're grasping the fact, right? That this happened to Sakina during the live. Sakina didn't take care of things. Okay, all this extra shit that Sakina has been through with this woman. Okay, at the end of the day, me personally, there's nothing. If I'm getting trolled, all this extra shit over on TikTok, and she's coming out here questioning me about it, and before the receipts come out, she already know that I'm having contact with somebody, but she giving out the wrong name. You understand what I'm saying? And then the next day, the receipts come out. So it's shit that has been happening that opened my eyes to be like, hey, I don't give a fuck what it is. Keep your eye on old girl, okay? Keep your eye on old girl. Last month, John, I don't think that you are aware of this. This chick got me on her fucking panel asking me, am I in contact with Kai Hicks? She was very adamant the way she was asking me. Then I'm a woman. We know when a motherfucker is lying to us, okay? We know when they're being evasive, and we know when they don't want to answer.
But you put yourself in the predicament for her to ask you. Why do you even put yourself there knowing who she is?
This is a factoid. John Frank is saying a fact. Sakina, you put yourself in the predicament. That's what he's saying.
I was being very evasive because of the simple fact I knew that I was in contact, but it wasn't in contact with who she said it was, okay? Now, she already spoke before anything. The next day, the fucking receipts come out that I am in contact with Michelle Hicks. She kept saying Kai Hicks. No, I'm not going to let you cut me off because guess what? That's going to have, I'm going to lose my train of thought of what I'm saying, okay? So it's shit that already have been lining up, happening way before this Mama Cynthia shit, bruh. Way before that shit. You need to go watch that fucking live.
She has motive. Listen, she does. She also has motive, obviously. Okay. But this is my thing. Just because she has motive, John personally. Wait, can I finish talking, Mo?
1 second, John. 1 second, John. Please. Sakina, you gotta watch how you get angry about it, because when the clips come out, you're going to look like you're on the bad side of things. Please hear me out.
I'm listening, man.
What you just said listen to how you just said it. It's gonna sound disrespectful, like you're walking into the trap because you might be onto something, but because you get too emotionally invested, it's gonna come out poorly for you.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So now I'm saying I understand Sakina's point. That's why I came to her all day. And well, this is why I said today in this panel. I said, yo, my initial thought was what you thought. That's letting her know that, hey, I rationalized with you at one point. I seen it the way you seen it, but I progressed from that thought. That's all. But I'm not saying she's not. She also has motive. It doesn't make me right when I say I personally don't think it's her. That's me personally watching it from the outside and like everybody else. I personally don't think it's her. But does she have motive and could it be her as well? Yes, it could. It could be everything y'all saying. But I'm just also at the end of all of that, even what I think, what you think, and what Sakina thinks that is not substantial enough to actually put it on her or Yvonne. It could be anybody that just wants any of y'all to fight and give the
Oh my
talk about
God.
it. Why you getting mad at what I think?
Because it's the run on it's the run on sentences. At the end of the day, I agree with you, John Frank, that it's not substantial evidence to accuse a person of being something. But in this instance,
Notice I'm using his words because I want to make sure that I am speaking on what he can understand, because those are his words.
myself have been accused by these people of calling people's husbands, ex-husbands and stuff with no evidence to even say that I was that person, but they did it. All I'm saying is, and I'm gonna be very clear because I have to put this disclaimer on it, based on what I experienced on the panel last night, this is what I feel happened. This is the energy that was around me, and I just shared it. So if it seems like it's accusing
I
somebody,
said,
it is
based
not.
on what I observed last night while I was on the panel, but he later incorporate bias, which adds for more engagement.
Not, but it is the way that I felt. It's the way it made me feel. And you can't change the way I feel about something. But I would not be having a campaign running around here identifying any trolls. That's why I don't get into the troll identity crisis thing. But I will stand on what I said about that YouTube fact collector being somebody who cannot communicate with you in their real identity because they have burnt that bridge forever. And they
Yeah,
try to still give you the information. And so in order to give you the information, they come in another format. So it doesn't matter, as I see it, it doesn't matter that Sakina has been on a campaign against Yvonne for the past couple of weeks. But what that troll came in and said was, hey, that troll over there might be so and so because it had a premonition earlier in the day.
Exactly. My point exactly.
all right, but Mo, you see when you tell your side of the story, you see how you lean into your history with her.
John, I shouldn't
Yeah,
have to.
notice I was talking about Yvonne and that collector account, but he's back on LTG, and I let that ride out when I should have corrected it.
Wait, I'm asking
People
Mo,
watch my
Sakina, hold
history.
on.
People
I'm
have
asking
watched it.
Sakina, I'm
Yes,
asking Mo something.
yes, yes. I lean into my history because that's where my gut tells me, and you can't make a person change leaning into that history.
I got you, but if we go per situation, right? Aren't there situations where everybody will blame somebody just because it makes sense and that person fits the
No,
criteria of the blame? And wait, just because they fit the criteria of the blame doesn't mean they actually did it, though. That's the difference. Did they do
pause.
it, or do they just look like they're mad fucking guilty?
So
Okay, that's
that's a question with a statement and then another question. Makes it hard to communicate for Monica.
And the answer is yes. And here are the facts. When the Mama Simpson troll came in here and said, "Why didn't Chloe tell y'all about the mother, his YouTube mother being dead?" The account that was created 7 minutes ago, and then it went to his wall and it posted that she was deceased. There are facts to that. Okay, so that's what supports the allegation. It's
Yeah, but if I leaned into a
allegation
yeah,
is just an allegation.
Yeah, but if I leaned into a situation with already a bias against that person, it's
It's
going to
not a
be hard
bias.
for me to be as
I just
rational as I
explained
could
to
be.
you. I just explained to you why it's not a personal bias. The facts are the facts.
You
The
said personal bias, but it's still a bias.
it's not a bias at all. There's no bias when it comes
So
to.
then you would leave it out the equation when you're presenting your argument
No, I wouldn't. I've included it.
because you
I
wouldn't need that to
asked
make your
the
argument. You can
question.
make it based on what
I should have stayed on my phone because I'm louder on my phone because of this mic issue. But with all good respect, here we go.
right there.
You ask the question. When you ask a question, you got to give the person the time to answer the question. You said your question was you would have left the bias out of it. And I'm saying I included the bias so that you wouldn't say it's a bias.
No, that don't make
I'm
sense
taking
to
all,
me.
I'm taking all of that into consideration. This is why I said I don't want to really comment on it. And I wanted to leave it the way it was at the beginning. When
I
a
know,
person
but you were already swayed by this person. So
no,
it's already an unfair advantage. All right, let me give you another
no,
example. Hold on. Hold
No,
on.
that's
I
so
got a great
far.
example. I got a great
That's what you
example.
said that. Because you want to know
Damn, you're
something,
gonna make
John. I
me
feel like
lose my
you're like, no,
example
no, no,
though. I
John.
got
No,
an
no. Give
example that
somebody else
pertains
time
to
to talk.
you.
Because I've been quiet. I
Damn,
have
I'm
been.
gonna write it in
I
the
have
back
been
because y'all
quiet.
not
No,
gonna
no,
let me
no,
rap.
no. Because you
But
were
we
like
talking
very
about something. We
dismissive.
get to the meat and bones. It's
No,
like you
no.
interrupting in the middle of
You're
it
being
though. That's not right.
dismissive, though. You are being
That's not
dismissive
right.
because you said to her, basically, you already willed in by somebody, mainly me. I didn't will her
Bro, I
in.
don't know what
I
you're
mean,
talking about. You about to make me miss my point real quick, please. Let me just make my point and then you go, please, before I lose it. If we go to court, right, and the judge, let's say the judge knows the person, the defendant, right? That's a bias and he can have the judge change only just because he knows the person. That's a bias.
Sakina goes, no, that's a conflict of interest.
The judge can't judge because he knows that person in real life. That's a bias. So that's the example I wanted to give you. And my bad, Sakina, now you go. I just got
that
to get
becomes
that off before I
personal
forget it.
conflict of interest. That becomes personal conflict of interest. That's what that becomes. That means that he cannot rule over top of that case because he knows that person personally. That's what that means. He can't rule
And
over
why do
that
you
case.
think?
He
But why
can't
do you think
touch
they
it
do that for? What's the reason for them doing that?
because he knows the person personally.
And this is what I'm saying, equating it to what's going on with LTG. If I feel like if you didn't have this history with LTG and you just got to see the situation that surfaced at hand for what it is, I probably don't think you would come to that same conclusion.
Guess what? You can't say what.
Not
Listen,
you, not you, not you,
I'm
not you,
not living
Sakina.
based off.
Not you,
I
I'm not
think
Sakina.
living. John, let me talk, bro. I'm really not living based off probably, could be, or if.
It
I'm
wasn't
living based
directed
off
towards you
reality,
though,
bro. The
for you to
reality
answer.
is, I
Oh
have
my
had
God.
experiences with
She
this woman.
answering, but
And
it
she's
wasn't
died.
directed
I'm done.
towards you. I didn't.
Y'all talk. Y'all go ahead and talk, bro. I'm
No,
done.
I'm just Sakina. I didn't direct that question towards you. That's all I'm saying. You're answering it like I directed it towards you. That's all I wanted you to understand. I directed that question
okay.
towards Monica.
So this is what I'm gonna say. I don't have no love for LTG, and I don't have no hate for LTG. I have no either way. I don't love the bitch, and I don't hate the bitch. She's just here. The bias creates the conflict of interest, but the judge would be removed because of conflict of interest. They wouldn't state because he's biased. They would state we're being removed because there's a conflict of interest. It would not state you're being removed because you're biased. By saying that the judge is biased, you would then have to evidence what he did to show bias. Conflict of interest is just saying I don't want to be in a position to compromise to compromise my integrity in adjudicating this case because a perceived or non-perceived bias. In the case of the Julio Fulio girl, they filed an appeal on the judge's bias because of how she ruled about things inside the case. But they didn't say she had a conflict of interest because it was two different things. I only got 5 minutes. Okay, so
So
she's in the let me finish. So with that, I also said the troll account, the first one, the Mama Simpson troll account that was created 7 minutes. So imagine it wrote in the chat, and then Sakina went and pulled up it, and it only been in existence for 7 minutes. And then 8 minutes later, LTG posted on her channel that the woman died. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes me believe it was her, not anything else. If she had not posted on her community wall in the same period of time that the troll came in there, I wouldn't have believed it was her. That's
But
me.
can you see how one could think it's biased? You see how you told it now, and I respect it.
I'm gonna let it lay there. I will listen to the rest of this. I'm at what 7:18. I will listen to the rest of this while I'm in the car where I'm going, and I will come back at the point that I want to be at with the situation with So there will be a part two because I just want to deal with the I want to deal with that Unc Fed situation, and I want to play the audio over here cleaned up for y'all so that you can hear. I got to think about if I want to do that again. Because I again, I don't got no stake in any of these incidents. If somebody pulls up at somebody's house and want to fuck them up, I ain't got nothing to do with that. If you tell somebody show up at my house and fuck you up, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I just want to be clear on when that clip comes in that it is after they have already been to the house. And you know what? Maybe I don't have to. I'll give it some thought while I'm in the car because I went on my community wall and I shared the video and I said what I had to say. And I use the community wall to say that. So I don't know if it's effective to come back out here and say it a third time, this way, that way, every way. I'm gonna say this right now. If I return this evening, it will be after 9 o'clock because I have an 8 o'clock call and I'm leaving now to do something 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't want to be late for my 8 o'clock call. So it'll be, if I come back on here, it'll be after my 8 o'clock call. So it would be after 9 o'clock. I want to thank all the people that came in and participated in the vote, all those that wrote inside the chat. We had Trey in here, Miss Natural on New Orleans, Sakina. Thank you, Sakina, for letting me review the video or have a reaction to the video. Thank you to John Frank for coming on the panel. I still see maturity in you even when you were speaking to me today. Karen, Nunya. Did I say Miss Natural New Orleans? I think Sam Francis came through. I'm about to start writing everybody's name down if I want to shout y'all out at the end. Um and and that's it. Um these are small things, but I'm gonna stay off panels. That's my bottom. That's my conclusion. I'm gonna stay off panels, especially when I don't have all the information. That's my promise to me. Anyway, this is Mo. I've got to go.